haven't had a chance to play yet. And Steve wanted to be on the show because he is an enormous fan of Near and Far.
Yeah, I've played this. This will be my 5th time playing this now, I think, since I got it, which is, if you know me, is a lot for games that I get.
Well, it also has sort of a legacy version, but we'll go into that later.
We definitely will. Just trying to get this all set up.
Yeah, Steve's getting everything
here.
set up on the board for us. And I'm going to be playing a little lizard guy. Amanda's got a woman with a book. And Steve, you're the big robot.
Yeah, I'll be Mr. Roboto here.
Big steam-powered robot.
I also really apologize if I'm clearing my throat a lot. I am getting over a cold that I had last week on stream, and the last vestiges of it are a little bit of fun. Super great. Yeah, it's been great.
We're almost done setting up, I think.
Yeah, this is. I'm just kind of putting out the last couple of pieces here, and then.
So I have played so much Above and Below because that was.
None.
You never played Above and Below?
You were demoing it while I was demoing other things.
Oh man!
So I never
I'll
got
have
to
play
it
Above and Below with you.
You're like, I'm going to play Above and Below, and I'm going to demo that, and I was like, I am busy doing other games.
Yeah. So at PAX for last year, or no, the year before last was when I really started demoing Above and Below.
Yeah.
And I demoed it constantly for about 2 days.
Hey, Travis.
Oh, Travis is in the chat?
Travis is in the chat.
Hi, Travis.
Hello.
Travis has been on the stream. Did you watch the one where we had
That was
Travis? We were doing
when
Dice,
we did Dice Forge.
Dice Forge. Yeah. That was awesome.
2 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, we got to play Dice Forge with my friend Sarah the other night in Saugus.
Playing.
And it came out really close.
Yeah, it was a less than 10-point spread between the three of us.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
What I found interesting about Dice Forge is we've played it a bunch of times now with my group, and it's always been like relatively close, and you can't make the same engine again. So even if you have the same cards on the board, you can't just make that engine from nothing. So it's I like it.
I found, I was like, I need more like sunstones. I've been having a problem with sunstones. The last time I played, I was always in need of them. So I made sure to like get dice faces that had lots of sunstone on my dice.
So you could take extra turns and stuff?
Rolled them.
Oh.
Ever. They just didn't come up. And I bought a bunch and they never came up. And
Yeah, my stratagem, this most recent game that we played last night, I was trying to get victory points prior to the end of the game rather than bulking up on victory point cards. So I was buying victory point faces to my dice and the 3 times and trying to get it. It got me there, but yeah.
It was tough.
It was
Definitely
a little more work.
The hammer was...
Oh man, yeah, I would have been like 15 points behind everybody else, or 10 points behind everybody else.
The hammer and the, I bought that 6 gold face early on, because I was like, I'm going to get the hammer, and I'm going to get one of those ones that lets you exchange gold for victory points.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get the big gold face early, because it's cheaper.
It's very cheap. I think it's like 4, or it's like 2 or 4, one of those, and
it's super easy to get early. And I was like, I'm just gonna get all the gold I can. I ended up with 98 points. Sarah was 101, and you were 105.
Yeah,
it was all very
really close.
The last one that we played, we had the one. There's a face in it later, in some of the more advanced cards.
All
where
the gold, Travis,
all the gold. My buddy ended up having like the 6 with the ×3 on the other die.
Oh,
so
man.
he would get like 18 gold, and he'd be like, I really can't use this.
Yeah.
But the thing, we played with one of the advanced cards, which is like a little boar, and instead of adding it to one of your die, you add it to an opponent's die. And
I
when
haven't
they
played with that
roll
card
it,
yet, but it looks really weird.
when they roll it, they get like either a sunstone or a moonstone, and then you get a sunstone, a moonstone, or 3 victory points. So I loaded up somebody's die with 3 of those, and she put them all on the same die, and I'm like, great, now I have a 50-50 shot of rolling
go
it.
for it.
And then like she just didn't roll it for a super long time. So
there is that element of chance because you're rolling your dice.
Yeah, totally.
It's not like a deck builder where you're gonna hit that card eventually. A dice builder, you may never roll that face.
Never ever.
Never show up.
So
Right.
no, it's pretty
So
good.
shall we summarize some of the stuff that we have on the board here?
Yeah.
Because I recognize some of the things here.
So yeah, we'll kind of give a quick synopsis of what we got going on here.
Okay.
So up in this general area, we have in town. So there's in near and far. There's two places that you can be. You can either be in town or
Near.
you can be out exploring, which would be the far element.
Yes.
So all the things that you can do in town, these are very much action selection style. So you're going to choose something to do, and then you'll select your action there. So that's along here, and we'll go over kind of what all these different spaces are. Out here in the far realm, this is where you're going to be exploring. You're going to go from starting. We're in Thorn, and you know that this is where we're starting because it has the little heart symbol. This is telling you that you're going to be able to refresh your hearts,
Oh, okay.
which I'll get into later. But this is where you start, and then you can explore out the entire map. And you're exploring, trying to place tents and trying to create settlements, and eventually getting to these various bookmarkers here. And the bookmarkers are representative of basically events that happen, something that you encounter as you go through the game. And these are then referenced within the handy dandy
Adventure.
encounter book,
Yes.
which is off camera because
It's really
it's really big and it was
just like
kind of,
Above and Below,
Yeah,
where you
and
have
it
sort of
has-
choose your own adventures and roll dice
Exactly.
to encounter things.
And we got dice over here.
Okay, cool.
And then each player, I think you guys can see Andy's board here, has their own board where they're keeping track of who their party is, because
So you can hire hirelings out of town.
exactly,
Yep.
because you never want to travel alone, as we've learned in D&D and every other role
Yep.
play. Never split the party, so you never want to go alone.
So we start with dog meat here.
Start with dog meat, but you could also start with cat meat if you want. They are reversible, so you could start with cat or dog depending on which.
and they go in the red spot?
They can go in any spot they
Oh,
wish.
you can choose,
So
okay.
these spots here,
Yeah.
these are the different factions in the game. So the people, you can kind of see them, sort of, kind of, not really, but as we'll play through, we'll go over that. They each have a banner that they're associated with.
Okay.
They can be slotted into their banner slot.
Right.
So you could have a total of 4 party members if they are all of different factions. You want to travel with a well-rounded group.
Okay.
Dog meat or cat meat, however you want to say it, can be slotted into any of those slots.
Can you move them
You can
after you've
move.
started? Okay.
Yep. You can. You're always able to swap out your active party, provided you are not out. You can swap out all of your active party as you're about to leave.
Okay.
So that'll be important to note later. Down here a little bit further, you have your sort
Three
of what you're
treasures
carrying.
that you can get.
Three
Yep.
treasures, and more importantly is up here, these 3 slots. These are places where you can have pack birds. So
Okay.
you can't carry anything if you don't have anything to carry it. You can't just walk around with all that treasure in hand.
So we
you
need-
need a pack bird in order to be able to carry all of your treasure.
Chocobos. Okay.
And then down below, these are the tents that you have available to you. They also represent the number of settlements that you want to complete, and the game end is triggered when one player has completed all of their tents, all of their settlements in various places. So yeah, so that's kind of what we have going on out here, and then looks like part of it's on screen and part of it's off screen, but we also have various chits and different things that'll be referenced throughout, and different cards that are out and about that will be referenced as we go. So
Yeah, and Above and Below, you needed to gather a variety of different materials in order to get the best victory point totals for the end of the game. And it looks like, are these the costs for the different
this is
materials? or-
these are
Oh,
different
we'll
tradings.
figure it
That's
all
their
out. Yeah.
worth.
Yeah.
So just so we can get to where everybody starts. Everybody's going to start with 3 coins in your bag. To
Lovely.
start. And then you get your animal companion, whether or not you want the dog or the cat, all of your tent markers, and then we're going to start with some artifact cards. So we need to choose a first player.
You can go first so that we can
Alright.
see how
Yeah,
we
I'll go
roll.
first.
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
That works.
And we've got a player action reminder card here.
Yep.
Visit town, adventure, free action, buy an artifact.
So what's the number? All right, so we're going to deal everybody 5 basic. These are artifact cards.
Okay.
So artifact cards have this back. There's 2 different kinds of artifact cards. There's basic, which have no symbol, and then there's advanced, which have the little symbol on the back. That's how you can tell the difference. So everybody's going to get 5 basic artifact cards.
Now, how do you determine where on the map the books go?
They are decided randomly.
Okay.
But the requirement is, yes, you can. And you're going to get 2 advanced cards. So you can look at these, but you want to keep them separate for the moment. You don't want to mix them together right now. And I'll explain why momentarily.
I have no idea. I just think they're pretty.
Did I only dealt myself one advanced one. Did I deal everybody 2 advanced cards?
Yes.
Okay. Only dealt myself 1. So the books are decided randomly, but they are placed over a letter. So there's various letters and numbers on each of the different maps. When you are not playing with the maximum number of books, the game requests you to place them on spots that are named.
Certain places.
Yeah, so like if you have a named area, if you have a choice between a non-named area and a named area, the game would like you to play with the named area if possible. It just adds for like, when you get to a certain place, something happens. It makes it a little bit more exciting in that regard.
Okay.
So, what we're going to do is, you're going to look at the 5, it's Global Caverns.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's
Yeah,
named up there.
got it.
So what you're going to do is, with these 5, we're going to do a draft. So you're going to take one of the cards and then pass them all to the left. And then just so that you guys can see what's going on here, each card has along the top a symbol that signifies victory points. It kind of looks like a ripped flag. That's the number of victory points or journey points that it's going to be worth at the end of the game. And then each card has a special ability. For example, this one is you may re-roll your die once per quest. And a quest is represented by any of these books. That would be going on a quest. Along its left-hand side, it's going to have the cost of buying that artifact. So in this case, this is going to cost 2 gold. There is a torch symbol, and that signifies having a requisite number of reputation. That can be positive or negative. So if it is positive, you just have to be there. If it is negative, same thing applies. You just have to be at that level or lower or higher.
Higher than the negative level?
Correct.
So like it's a
higher.
-3.
You could be at a -3 or less. So -3, 4, 5, anything less.
Oh, okay.
And then in positive, it would be if you're at a 6, 7, 8, or 9, or anywhere above that.
It looks
Gotcha.
like some
Would
of
be-
them have faction flags on them.
Yep, and so faction flags, there are different faction flags. These are over here. You actually need to have a banner token, which you get
And you
through
use
various actions, and you use that and you actually spend it.
Okay.
So it's not a requisite, you actually do have to spend in that instance. So you want to make sure that you have separated your basic ones
Yep.
from your advanced ones, because we will not be drafting the advanced cards. So we will only be drafting the basic ones.
There are also little symbols at the top of them. You see like little daggers, shields.
So that's
and
important to
arrows.
note as well. So the different symbols we have, there's only one of these cards.
Okay.
But the different symbols that are available. The hand is a skill symbol. This is used for any skill sort of roll. It's also used when referencing the farm. The sword is combat. It's used for combat rolls. It's also used for dueling, which we'll get into in a moment. The arrow is movement. That allows you to move farther when you're exploring and when you're
Yep.
traveling on the atlas. The shield is a caution. It allows you to ignore threats, which are found in the far realm on the map. The eye is the search. When you make a settlement, you're going to get a number of coins or gems equal to 1 plus the number of search symbols that you have. So, for example, if you have 2 in your party plus an artifact,
Yep.
then that's going to give you 4 of something when you settle, which will make sense once we actually
yeah, I
start
see
to
what
do
you
that
mean.
as well.
Yep.
And then the heart, that represents your maximum heart total when you're leaving town. So when you leave town, you set your hearts, and that also determines how much stuff you can do when you're out of town.
Sure.
So that's what we'll get into in just a bit. But those are what those various symbols are. I don't think that there are any symbols other than that that would be referenced. But if you find one that is a little bit wonky, we can
Okay.
take a look at it.
No, we'll figure it out as we go. So we're drafting.
So you're drafting, and you're not limited to these cards for the remainder of the game. There are mechanics that allow you to discard cards. So if you don't want to have
Keep
these
this
for
and pass
forever,
to the left.
correct.
Here you go, sweetie.
So let's see. This guy pass to the left, and then we'll continue to do this until it's all drafted.
Here you go. Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you.
So there's a lot of, I mean, obviously it's our first game, so
Yeah.
we don't know what.
There's a lot of variety of like
necessarily
positive
want
and
to be
negative
able to-
reputation. I've
Yeah.
been seeing a lot of negative reputation based on the cards that I've seen, but it's kind of a flavor of what the different cards are too.
Yeah.
So then you're going to keep the
All right,
last one.
so there's
Now,
that.
with your advanced cards, you're going to select one and discard the other. So
Ah.
you only get to keep one. These are often worth more journey points at the end.
Mm-hmm.
They're often a little bit stronger sometimes, but they often cost more.
Yeah, this one costs significantly.
Yes. There is I'll say this now because we're going to be doing stuff, but there is a negative to having unbuilt artifact cards at the end of the game.
Ooh, okay. Good to know.
So we can just put a discard pile up there,
Okay.
and then, if you don't mind, I'm going to put the rest of these because we can draw more of these throughout the game. So, at
All right, we've
this
got our
point
hands.
now, you can
This came out of the deck.
Yeah.
The demo one that you pulled out just to show us.
put it in the middle somewhere.
Okay.
So, just see. Now, at this point, this is the only time that you're allowed to do more than one. You can discard as many of your basic artifact cards as you wish.
And
so if you
redraw?
got some that
So you can
you don't
mulligan?
redraw, you're just
Oh,
gonna,
you just discard.
You're just going to discard them. So if you don't
Stuff
think
that
that
you
you're going
don't
to be
think
able
you're
to
gonna be able
build
to-
them,
Yeah, I got
or
you,
if you don't want to go that route, like if you have a lot of positive reputation and one negative reputation thing, it's kind of a which way do I want to go. But reputation can swing pretty well in this game.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good too.
I'm gonna keep mine.
Okay.
Let's see how that works.
So that is, and that's the setup. That's all that we need to do for the setup at this point.
Okay.
So we'll go over what the different spaces and the different actions that you can take.
Yeah.
So we'll start with visiting town because that's going to be the thing that's being done most. I'm actually going to start from right to left because
Okay.
it gets a little bit more complicated as I go this way. So starting over here, we have the mine. When you visit the mine, you place your standee at the location that you want to go, and you visit the mine, and you need to have a skill level equal to one of these number spots on the board. So for example, everybody has a skill of 1 to start because you have 1 showing on your party. So you can take one of your
yes.
tents and you're going to start, the only one that's different is you have to start on this underscored 1. So in the
Okay.
upper left corner. You would place a tent on the 1 denoting that you had enough skill to mine. And then you're going to do column and row the rewards. So in this case,
You get 1 coin.
you get 1 coin.
Gotcha.
On
Okay, yeah.
future turns, if you go to the mine and there's already camps there, you can place adjacent to any existing camp, horizontally or vertically. You can't do diagonals on this.
Sure.
So if you wanted to go here, you would just need a skill of 1. But if you needed to go here, you would need a skill of 2.
But then you would get a torch and a coin.
Correct. You would get, this is a gem,
a gem and a
actually.
coin.
Yep, and
Sorry,
the
the
gems are
gems.
over
Yeah,
here.
got
So
it.
you would get a gem and a coin. And then as you fill this up, this is one of the ways that you can place your camps, which is going to be important at the end of the game. So that's the mine space.
Okay.
The Mystic's Hut, you're going to draw one of these treasure cards and play it. You can play it on your player board, any space where you have a pack bird. So you have to have a pack bird in order to
Bird
keep the
first,
card.
okay.
Yep. So you want to get the bird first. But you can swap out any ones that you have existing. So if you don't have an open space, you can trade out for another one, or you can.
What's going on?
Just how I checked.
Oh, birds.
There will be lots of birds. So you can get and treasure often has various effects similar to artifacts, but they're free, so they're a little bit less potent in most cases.
Sure.
So that's how the Mystic's Hut works. The farm, you're going to get 1 food, which are these over here, and there's also fish and bacon, per skill that you have in your active party or among artifacts that you control.
Okay.
So if you have 4 in front of you, you're going to get 4 food. Everybody has 1 to start, so you're going to get 1 food just for going there. In the general store, you have a choice. You can either get 1 coin, just for existing and for going there, or you can draw 4 new artifact cards, and they can be either from the basic or the advanced pile. You can do 2 from one and 2 from the other, 3 of one, 1 of the other, 4 of one, however you want to do it. But before you draw, you have to declare how you're divvying it up. So you can't say, I'm going to draw 4, I'm going to start by drawing advanced cards until I get what I want, and then draw the rest of basic.
Yeah.
If you say you're going to draw 4 advanced, you're going to draw 4 advanced. And then you can keep as many as you wish. So if you draw 4, you don't like any of them, you can discard them all, or you can declare to keep them. So that's how the general store works.
You can hire a bird by paying a food.
Correct, and that's the stables action. And when you hire a bird, it goes right onto your player board. You can only have up to 3 birds. A bird is going to give you an extra movement in the when you're traveling outside of town. The saloon, this is where you can meet rough and tumble people. You can recruit any of the people along the top by paying their cost. Their cost is located in the lower right-hand corner, and it's in coins. When you acquire a person or recruit them into your party, their banner symbol is going to make you more interesting to other people of that same faction, which means that every banner that you have in front of you, including banner tokens, makes the person 1 less.
Okay, so
if you have 1 red guy,
exactly.
Now, keeping in mind, you can hire as many of guys of any faction that you wish, but you're only going to be able to recruit 1 in your active party. There are also these chieftains over here that are off camera. Actually, I can't see it. Yeah, they're off camera. But each of them is associated with a different faction. The first time a player has 4 banners in front of them, then they would recruit this chieftain of that faction. That's going to be worth victory points at the end of the game. It also counts as a banner for recruiting additional people. So that's a way that you can acquire journey points.
There's also something in the saloon involving food.
Yes. If you do not like what is up there, you can pay 1 food to refresh. So you can refresh the entire row, but you have to be at the saloon to do so.
All right, and finally, Town Hall.
Finally, the Town Hall. This has 3 different actions that you can take in the following order. So the first thing that you can do is you can do a trade. Now, the trading over here is the value of each good. You can do a trade of 5 chits or 5 things for 1 thing, or 1 thing for up to 5 different things. So what I mean by that is say you have a bunch of food. You can trade 5 food, up to 5 food. You can trade 1, 2, but you can trade up to 5 food for something else. So if you had 4, you could trade 4 for 1 gold, or you could trade 4 for 2 gold.
But you can't trade 6 food for 1 gold banner.
Correct. You would have to trade a gold and
5 food,
something
or
else.
2 golds and 4 food or something like that.
You would have to trade 2
3
gold, or
gold.
you would actually just have to trade 3 gold or 2 gold and 2 food.
I got it.
You're going to end up with one side is going to be a bunch of different stuff, but you can only end up with 1 thing at the end. So if you're trading food, you can't get like 3 gold and 2 gems. You can only get 1 gold. So it's always a something to 1 scale. Does that make sense?
Not entirely, but we'll figure it out when we get in there.
And then the reverse happens as well. So you could trade like a blue banner to get 5 different things, and that can be a variety. But when you're trading a bulk of something, you can only get 1 thing out of it. So the next thing that you can do in the Town Hall is you can discard any artifact card that you have. This is the only place that you can discard artifact cards are the ones that we drafted.
Oh, okay.
This is the only place that you can actually discard artifact cards that you have kept up to this point.
So near the end of the game, there's a way to get it out of your hand so
Exactly.
you don't get
So you don't get
victory
negative
points.
because each
Okay.
one at the end of the game that you haven't built is -1 victory point. And then the last space here, you can spend an infinite number of gold or gems to get plus or minus 1 reputation per that you spend.
Okay.
So if you want to
So you can move your
yourself
reputation
along the
very
reputation
quickly
track in a different
without
certain
having to
direction,
do an adventure.
you can just drop a bunch of gold on it, drop a bunch of gems, however you want to do it. Each of these spaces can only be occupied by one person at a time, except for the saloon. The saloon is the only exception to this. So if a
I
space
see.
is occupied and you would like to go there, normally you can't. However, you can duel the person who is on the space in order to gain access to the space. And the way a duel works is like this. So say Amanda wants to come to the town hall here. She would place her figure and she would declare that she wants to duel me.
Fight me.
Fight me. And so we would both roll a combat roll. Before she duels, she declares whether or not she would want to fight honorably or fight dirty. If she fights honorably, at the end of the duel, she will get +1 reputation. However, if she fights dirty, she will get -1 reputation, but +1 on her combat roll. And this is an opposed roll. The attacker can spend hearts that they have available to increase the roll by 1 per heart spent.
Okay.
If you're victorious, then you get to take the action on the space. The person who is there doesn't get removed. Nothing happens to them. They're just there and, lost the duel and have to kind of step aside as you take your action. If you lose, however, you have to go to jail.
Oh.
And jail is basically you're sent here, you essentially lose your turn, but then the next action you can go to any space you want unopposed. So you don't have to duel again. So if you really want to go to that town hall space next time and somebody else is there, you don't have to duel to go there. So you only go to jail for 1 turn and you don't have to pay $50, you don't have to have a get out of jail free card.
Yep.
Everybody's going to get out and then they're going to be able to go wherever they want to go.
Okay.
So that is all the actions that you can take in town. Any questions on that before I move on to
I think I got it.
adventuring?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'll figure things out as I
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
better at learning while I play.
Yeah.
Definitely. The trading in town hall is a little bit wonky,
Yeah.
but
We'll figure it out.
okay. So then leaving town, going on an adventure. So when you declare that you want to go on an adventure, you will start your standee in Thorn, which is the first spot of this map. Now there's
Yeah.
a bunch of different maps, but you're going to start wherever the heart symbol is.
Right.
At that point, you're going to count up all the hearts that you have in your active party, which are the people on your board, as well as any that your artifacts or treasure will give you, and set your number to there. So say I have 4 to start.
Right.
Now, you can move, you have a base movement of 2 spaces. And then you can move 1 additional space for each arrow you have, any things that allow you to do it. And when you move, you just go along the path to the next spot.
Sure.
For every empty space, and an empty space is constituted as one that doesn't have a camp on it, that you skip over, you have to pay a heart. You're basically exhausting yourself
Right.
to go a little bit further. There's a couple of cards that mitigate that, but for the most part, that's what it is. It doesn't matter if it's your camp or somebody else's. As long as it's empty, you have to pay a heart. But if it has a camp there, you don't have to pay a heart. You can just move over it
You're
freely.
able to rest and
Okay.
Exactly,
Refresh
and then
yourself.
move on. And again, you can move as far as you wish, so long as you have the number of hearts that you need to be able to spend, and that you have the movement for it. Once you find a spot that you want to settle, or find a spot that you want to stop, or you can't move anymore, then you stop there, and you can choose to settle camp. And these should all be listed somewhere. But building a camp it's actually here on the player board. So up here in the little book, it's going
Building
to
a
give you this.
camp costs 3.
Building a camp costs 3 hearts.
it's hard putting up a tent.
Yeah, it's hard work. You
Yeah.
really gotta concentrate on it. So building a heart costs 3, and then you'll place one of your
Hey,
tents
Patrick.
on the space. Hello.
Hey! Welcome.
And that claims it as yours. When you place on a gem space, this is where that search action comes in. So you're going to get 1 gem per search that you have +1.
Gotcha.
Same
So
with gold.
dog meat has a single search.
Correct.
So you would get 1 gem if you're on a gem.
You would
search.
get 2.
Oh, I'm
because
sorry.
you get 1 just for being there. So if you
Okay.
swap out your whole party for no search people, then you're still going to get just 1.
Okay.
But you can get there's a bunch that you can get. You can end up with 7 or 8 or however you want to do it. There's a couple of special spaces that are all indicated up here.
Mm-hmm.
These are trade routes. At the end of the game, having a trade route or having control of a trade route is worth points.
Mm.
You can also have points if you control just half the trade route. So if you control the whole thing, you're going to get 9 points. If you control just half of it, you and the other person are going to get 3. Finally, if you end on a quest space, not if you
Which
pass
have the
over,
shields?
which
Or no,
have
the
the
books. The books.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you end on a quest space, then you will start. You can stop there. You can choose to keep moving, but this only triggers if it stops. You'll take the book. It's not worth points, but you're just going to remove it from the board and do whatever the listed quest is. Success or failure, it doesn't matter. It may require you to spend hearts, but when you take a quest, it's going to prompt you for either a skill roll or a combat roll. And it's the same as when we were dueling. It's going to be a roll against a target number, and you can spend 1 heart to increase your roll by 1.
Okay.
So once you finish that, then you can build the camp. So it's always move to stop, then quest if available, and then build camp. Because if
Okay.
you use all your hearts in your quest, you don't have
can't
enough to build
a
the camp.
Yep. Move, attempt a quest,
Yep, and that's
and or
listed
build
on
a
the
camp. Yep,
on the
it's
adventure here,
card.
and in that order.
I have one question.
Yes.
I noticed that some of the routes between areas have a little OX symbol.
Yep.
What does that mean?
So the OX symbol is a threat, and that's this stack of cards here. So threats increase as the game goes on, but when you cross over that space, you will face a threat.
And then you
you
have to
need to
do
have
whatever
a
the card
combat
says.
value. You need to roll a combat roll against its target number. So in this case, it's 4. If you succeed, you will take that threat, add it to your tableau, and add a settlement to it. Camp.
For life, he's been in the chat before.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
So you'll add a tent to it, which will give you points at the end as well.
We'll talk more to you guys in chat once we've figured out how to play the game. We're going through a
Andy and I
lot
have
of
never played
information.
before,
Yeah.
For anyone who's coming a little late, Andy's played Above and Below. I haven't played Above and Below. I was busy with other things at PAX East when he was demoing Above and Below a whole lot, so I never got to sit down and play it. And I just haven't had a chance to sit down and play because there are so many other games that...
Did you lose some of your tents?
I lost a couple of my tents, but I can rebuild them. It's only going to cost me 3 hearts
Stronger.
faster.
All right, so
More-
I
more
think I
rest.
have a pretty good handle on how the game is, or the mechanics of the game.
Yeah.
And then so there's one more thing about
I'm
the
sorry,
symbols
yes.
on the space. The treasure has the same thing, but with the
Ah,
treasure cards.
okay.
And your movement does not have to be linear, meaning that you can move back and forth between a space if
Okay,
you
so
want.
it's not like a directional
Correct.
requirement.
Like you can
Okay.
you can go this way and then come back this way if you want.
If you have enough hearts.
If
to
you have
keep
enough
going.
hearts to do it. Now, when a route
Build those tents.
is covered, so when
It's
both
got
sides of the
tents,
route
yep.
has tents, this space is no longer active.
Ah.
The threat has been neutralized.
You've like built camp on either
Exactly.
side.
It
so
doesn't
that
have to
they
be the
can't hang
same.
out.
It doesn't have to be the same person either. It could be your
It's just
camp
that
and my
it's
camp.
settled.
It's
All right.
settled.
I missed how to get treasures.
Yep. So
It's
you
just
would
when you
move
cross
when you
over it?
cross over it. So you can
Every
keep,
time?
Every single time you cross over it. So
If
that's
you
the
have
camp.
tents, does it neutralize
Yes.
the treasure as well?
Yep.
Ah.
So it's going to
Okay.
cost you hearts to keep moving over the same space, but
But you get
But you
lots
get-
of treasure
you
out
get
of it.
treasure.
So
And
long
treasure
as
could
no
be
one
handy.
builds a tent on the other side of your little treasure.
Now, what happens if you have something in the treasure slot and an emu, and get another treasure and decide to replace that one? Does it go discarded,
it
or
would
do
be
you?
discarded.
Okay, so it's tossed and it's gone. forever.
Exactly. No matter where you draw a treasure from, it's going to be discarded.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
All right. Let
I'm
me,
ready to go.
Let me just add my
the
tweet
light
here
in
to see if we
Derek's
can.
office.
Okay. That was weird. A light just went out in another room near us.
I was worried. I thought it was one of our studio lights, which are not providing much light.
They
but
are providing light. They're providing too much light, and our camera is auto-dimming, and we weren't able to figure out in time how to stop it.
maybe for next week's stream, I'll have that
We will
fixed.
figure that out.
Every stream is another challenge
Every stream is
faced.
a new adventure, guys.
I just
We
want
have
to post
fun.
here that I'm doing a thing so that possibly and get additional people to watch us too.
Oh yeah, sure. So who do we have in chat?
I feel like my mic is a little quiet.
Oh, I can turn you up. I was worried that Steve was a little quiet, but you're the one
I
who can hear.
don't think that that's a problem. I feel like I'm pretty loud.
The thing is, I can hear you fine just listening in my... Oh, you know why? You know why? Don't worry about it. It's because it's stereo and I only have one earbud in.
Oh, all right, that makes
Never
sense.
mind.
Yeah,
Because I've only got the one in so that I can actually hear you guys as well as the sound from the room.
yeah. Chat. If one of us sounds terribly quiet, we
Yeah, if one
can
of us is
adjust
too
volume
quiet,
levels.
Or if you notice buzzing that I haven't noticed because I'm paying attention to the game, say something in the chat because I have my computer right here and I am in the chat. I will see it. I may not see it right away, but I will notice that like things are happening in the chat and I will look. Be like, what's going on? Why are people talking? And you can talk otherwise. Please do.
All right, Steve.
All right.
Your move.
I move. All right, sorry, I just wanted to let
yes,
everybody
yes.
know that I was doing a thing. Okay,
Hopefully-
so everybody's hearts is going to start at 0, and that's just important for
Yep.
for scorekeeping. All right, so the first
I made
thing,
my board pretty visible.
Amanda's not in town, so you don't have to worry about
Oh,
bumping her.
no,
yeah, you're just there for
I'm
now.
chilling in the fields.
So I think I'm going to start by going to the mine. So I have the requisite skill, and I'm just
Yep,
going
you
to
get
settle
1
this
gold.
first. I'm going to get 1 gold. Now, when I remove this, I forgot to mention this before. When I remove this, there was a gold symbol under the tent.
Oh.
If something shows up when you remove a tent,
You
you
get
also
that?
get that thing.
So you
I'm
get
going
2
to get
gold.
2 golds.
Seems decent.
And that's all I can do.
All right. I am going to go get some food at the farm. So where is the food?
Food is here.
Ah, there we are.
So you're going to get 1
Thank you
food
so
per
much.
skill, which for you is 1.
Amanda. Fight Steve to mine, or fight me for food at the farm,
Man,
or
Do something totally different.
I
yeah.
don't want to fight anyone right now. I'm
Can
very
we all
weak.
just get along? Well, we're all the same. We all have the same fight level, so it'd just be a
I
straight
don't
dice
really
roll.
have
Now, is it a visit town or adventure, or can you do both?
It's a visit or. So
Okay.
either you're visiting town and doing one of these things, or you're adventuring. And then once you're adventuring, you can adventure for as long as you want. So you're
But
gonna.
do you have to
get
come
one
back
action.
here in order to go back to town?
No, you can just come back. So like if you come all the way out to here, you can just return to town for free.
Nifty.
Yeah. So you don't have to
Yeah.
come all the way back.
Fast travel.
You get and then you're just too exhausted. Somebody comes and picks you up. I guess.
Okay, yeah.
I don't really. So if I go here, I can get 1 gold.
You can get 1 gold, or you can draw some new artifact cards.
And then I can spend my gold to get an artifact.
Yep. So the artifact cards you can as it's a free action. So at any point on your turn, you can spend whatever you need to buy an artifact and play it up in front of you. Yep.
Okay. Because I have an artifact that I can actually buy.
Go for it.
Build it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's 2 gold to build myself a spyglass.
Ooh, Spyglass is going to give you an extra skill.
Yes. It has a stop in the name of love.
Or a helping hand.
Yes. So yeah, that's
are
nice.
helping.
And that was a nice, easy one to build right off the bat. And I'm going to go to the general store and get myself a coin.
There you go.
Awesome.
Okay.
Some of that money back.
Let's see. So I need to do here. I'm going to buy myself an artifact as well.
I'm running a story time at the general store, and that's why they paid me.
There you go. So this is going to give me 1 food when I visit the saloon. And
Ah,
I am going to go to the saloon, and I want to add one of these fun lizard folk to my party. So I'm going to spend 2 gold for him and add him to my party, and he gets replaced.
New people.
Random. Another lizard man. And then I
so I
also
can
get a
see
food.
this is a
Lizard
key
man is,
distinction, a difference between this game and Above and Below. And Above and Below, they move down. They get more expensive the further they are from the left side of the board.
Yeah, so in this one, they're all because
Their-
they all
their
have
price
their own.
stays the same all the time.
Well, they all have their own different attributes.
Yeah.
So they're not each 2. Some of them are like this new guy is 5, but he also
But he
has
gives you fight
3
and
hearts.
power
He gives you
and-
fight. He gives
yeah.
you skill. He gives you
He's
search. So
super
each of them are
useful.
priced on their own. And actually, while you bring it up, these guys are double-sided. The other side adds an expansion to Above and Below.
Yes.
These
That's
guys are
awesome.
straight
Yeah.
adventurers, so whenever you're going questing, they always count for lanterns when you take them. You don't have to roll for them. You're just going to get a lantern when you use this guy.
That's super cool.
They're going to be more expensive, but it does have
So you can
rules
just shuffle
that you
them
add
into your
to.
above and
He does
below.
double-
They actually are separate. So
Oh,
they're not
okay.
shuffled in, they're actually a separate row. And there's rules in the
Nifty.
rule book for how to use them in Above and Below.
So-
As all of the games in this universe kind of do. Islebound does the same thing. They all kind of play together nicely.
That's awesome.
It's
I haven't
well
played Islebound. I'm gonna have to try that someday.
I love
All right,
that
my
sort of
turn?
stuff.
Yes.
All right, I'm thinking. All right, I'm gonna go buy an emu.
All right. It's 1 food.
Emus are nasty, man. Be careful.
Yeah, they kick, spit, don't fly.
Do they
No, they
spit?
don't.
I wasn't aware
They
of the
don't
spitting
have to.
thing.
They don't have to fly. They're scary enough on the ground.
Terrifying. Have you ever heard about the emu war in Australia?
No.
That's a thing.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
I'll have
Google
to.
that. Okay,
It's real hard to shoot.
try and decide whether I want to
Yeah,
build an
shot at that.
artifact or hold on to my gold.
I did mention that the saloon is a spot that everybody can go to, correct?
You did say that.
Okay. I
Yes.
just want to make sure I did say that out loud.
And it actually has a little symbol
Yeah,
here with
it's like
4-player.
that all 4 people
Yeah.
can go on it if you want.
All right.
You can still choose to duel at the saloon, though.
But I can't move again. I've already done one thing in town, so
Yep,
I'm
I'm
done.
just making sure I
Okay.
remembered it, so I wanted to make sure I said
Thank
it
you.
out
All
loud.
right, Amanda.
All right. I'm going to go get myself some food.
There you go. So you're going to get 2 food because you have your artifact that gives
Gives
you
you
a
extra
skill,
skill.
and then your cat also gives you a skill. So it's 1 food per skill.
Nifty. See,
My kitty went and found me some bread.
yeah.
And you all,
That's where I get my bread, is having my cat drag it to me.
that works. You also, I think I may have forgotten. You always have to move, so you can't stay on the same space a bunch of times.
You have
Oh,
to.
okay.
You have to.
Like, I'm
yeah.
just going to get more food.
You have
And
to
more
change your
food.
action. This is that action.
It
select.
reminds
Like-
me of Scythe.
Yeah, I was
I
just
was
going to
gonna
say
say that.
Scythe. In Scythe, where you have to move.
Yeah.
You can't stay in one place.
Right.
You have to be doing something different.
All right, let's see. Where do I want to go? I want monies. So I'm gonna take a coin.
Okay.
Yep.
I found the wiki entry on the Emu War.
I'm
Also
going to
known
go
as the-
to the saloon
Great Emu War.
and hire the woman with the yellow banner there.
All right. So she's worth, or she costs 3
Yep.
to hire.
Participants were
Here we are.
the Royal Australian Artillery and emus, and the outcome was failure. The emu population persists.
All
And
right,
that sounds like victory for the emus.
Amanda, it is your turn.
I am, now that I have some food, no, I can't do that because you're still hiring birds.
I thought no, he moved.
I went to the saloon.
You just moved
Yeah.
me instead of yourself.
Sorry, that's my fault. Yeah.
You're the lizard guy.
Then I'm going to go hire a bird. So I spend a food.
Can she spend 2 foods and get 2 birds?
No, you can
Okay.
only spend.
You get 1 at a time.
You get 1 at a time.
That's
Get
fine.
a little birdie.
fine.
He's a birdie with a utility belt. All birds should have utility belts.
A pack bird. That's where
Yeah.
they keep their artillery for the emu war.
It is, yeah.
All right.
All right, let's-
Are you gonna build something?
I'm No, I don't have enough to build any of the things I have right now, so
Steve's turn.
I will pass the turn.
all right, I'm gonna go to the farm, get myself 2 food.
Lovely. I love these cupcake things that you've
Such
got.
a great idea.
These are
So useful.
They were like
Cups.
between like $6 and $10 on Amazon for
Yeah.
a stack of, and they just
Well, next time we go to IKEA, I'm sure we can find.
Michael's.
It's the
Yeah.
the silicone ones are key.
Stop and
Yeah.
Because then you can also wash them too.
Yeah.
That's the key. The silicone ones you can wash.
Yeah,
you
the
can also
silicone
do
ones
like
are
the regular ones, but
So you got some food.
I got some food, and that's the end of my turn.
That's the end of your
Ones are
turn.
more durable because regular cupcake cups, they're going to get crushed. And
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're cheap and you can go through them, but why waste?
I think I'm going to go adventuring.
All right.
All right.
So,
I
place
move
your
myself
guy
to
starting
here.
at
Time
Thorn.
for an adventure.
You get
I get
a,
4 hearts.
Yep. And now you can you have a movement of 3,
Okay.
and you don't have to go all 3.
So you start with a movement of 1, and then I
Start
get
with
1
a-
from my emu and 1 from my follower.
Nope. You have a movement of 4. I lied. You start
Oh.
with 2, and then you get 1 for your bird.
Oh,
and
I
1
see.
For
Okay,
your
so
follower.
there's
I
2
missed your
movement
follower.
here,
Yep.
and then 1 from my follower and 1 from my emu.
But you don't have to take all 4 if you don't want to.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I think I am going to go here.
Okay.
That costs 1 heart.
Nope. To go to there, if you stop here,
Okay.
as soon as you leave an empty space, that's when it costs you a heart.
Okay.
So if you go there and stop, you're fine.
I'm fine. But then I'm going to go here.
Yep.
So I don't get a gem because I didn't stop there.
You don't get a gem because you didn't place camp there.
Oh, it's place a camp there.
Yes.
I got you.
It's when you place a camp is when you get gems or gold.
Well, I want to go adventuring, so I'm going to try and discover what's in this book.
Okay, so you do need to spend a heart to go there.
Yes, 1
Because you
heart.
skipped over 1.
I'm down to 3.
And then we'll move the book here, and you're going to get Adventure Letter C.
This is my favorite part. I know, story time.
And these are all the stories in here are based on like per map, which is kind
Okay.
of cool. So this is for this map. All right, so you find a shop at the top of a small hill. A mustache shop owner erupts with enthusiasm. You're just in time! This stuff is practically flying off the shelves. Another minute and I would have had nothing left. A massive pile of junk lies behind him, and the shelves are lined with second-hand rusty tools and shoddy goods. For a skill 7, you can barter for something, or for a skill 6, you can help the man fix up his shop and organize the mess.
All right, so
you're
I
going to
have
make a roll.
2 skill, and I would need to roll a 4 to hit a skill 6.
Correct. And there is, if you succeed with the target +2 or more, there are often additional rewards that come with that.
Okay.
So succeeding with 8 is going to be.
Do I have to
better.
declare? I have
You
to
have to
declare
declare
before I
which
roll.
one you're going
Yeah.
to do.
I am going to attempt to help him to organize.
Okay. So this is going to be a skill 6.
I need a 4, 5, or a 6. I rolled a 6.
So you get the 8. And if you didn't roll enough, this is where you could have spent hearts in order to increase your roll by 1 for each heart you spent.
I got you.
But
Okay.
you're all set. So, the shop owner thanks you, but seems disappointed when you don't buy anything. You gain
Well, I don't have any
+2
gold, so I couldn't-
reputation,
Nice.
a red faction banner, and a coin.
Okay.
So we're going to move you up to give you a coin and a red faction banner, and that's it.
Okay, and then I can still build a camp.
Now you can build a camp.
I'm going to build a camp in this spot.
Okay. I'll put this.
And so I get 1 gold from building a camp.
You can get negative reputation here in the town hall by spending gold or gems. You can fight dirty, and that will give you negative reputation. And there's also spaces on the map that can give you negative reputation.
Amanda, can I have 1 more gold because I uncovered a gold when
You
I built
actually get
mine?
you're
One per
actually going
skill?
to get 3 gold total because you're going to get 4 gold total. You're getting 1 for the camp that you just revealed.
Yes.
1 for the space, and then 2 for your search tokens. So that's what. So just for searching here, you're getting 3, and then because you revealed an extra gold on there, you're getting an additional.
Okay, so I got 1 from the mission. I
Yep.
get 2 from... 1
would-
from uncovering 1 here.
Yep, and then you should get 3 for placing a camp on this space. It's 1 plus the number of search tokens that you
Okay,
have.
so I get 1 more.
So 1 more.
Fantastic. Well, that worked out very well for me, I think. I've got a red banner and a bunch of gold.
Yeah,
I
there
am
you go.
going to build a thing
And red is actually good for you.
before the
Red
end
is
of my
lizard
turn.
man.
Red is lizard.
I'm going to spend 2 gold and make myself cooking spices.
There you go.
I need not pay a heart for 1 skipped space per turn.
There you go.
So I'm a little bit faster now.
And so this did cost you 3 hearts to build this camp.
Oh yes, I'm
So you
sorry.
did
So I'm at
spend
0
those.
heart.
So next turn you'll have to
Now
come
you're gonna
back.
take a
Yeah.
nap.
Well, I mean, you
But
don't have
I
to. You can
accomplished
move
everything
one
that
space
I
at a time,
intended
but
to
it's gonna be
accomplish on
difficult
that
for you to
turn.
do stuff.
It is your turn, Amanda.
All right. So I am going to go to the saloon to hire someone. I have 2 possibilities. I think I'm going to hire. What does the shield do? The shield lets me ignore.
The shield lets you ignore one threat. You can ignore a threat altogether, so you
Okay.
can skip over that space if you don't have the
Yeah,
combat.
no.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm not gonna go.
I'm gonna take this
Lizard Man, Lizard Man, and Lizard Man.
Lizard Man.
There you go. All right,
Gonna
so
hang out over here.
we'll replace him with another lizard. Lizard folk.
Wow.
Yeah, lizard folk
A
are
lot of
rampant
red
right
banners in town.
now. See that? All right. I am also going to go to the saloon, and I'm going to spend a food to refresh this whole row.
Oh.
It's too many lizard folk here. I already have lizard folk in my party. So these get discarded, so we won't see them again until we run out of the whole bag.
Okay. I like drawing from a bag. That's always nice.
And it's a nice bag too. It's a nice
Yeah,
cloth
I saw it was a
bag.
cloth bag.
It's like a legit bag.
Very
Well,
cool.
now we've got a warthog
Look at that.
and a pig and a dude with a cat.
Cool.
I'm gonna take the.
So if you hire somebody and don't have them in your active party, they just sit.
They just
in
sit
your-
idle, but they still
Yeah.
count for the number of banners as
Yep.
well. So
Yep.
when you're buying, when you're hiring different people, and you can swap when you're out of town. You can't swap them, but
Yeah.
before you leave, you can set your party for whoever you want. So
Okay.
I'm going to spend 2 here, and I'm going to buy this warthog guy.
Move your
And
doge.
then I'm going to. I get a food for visiting the saloon because of my special card here.
Right.
So, and then that's it.
My turn?
Oh yeah, and I have to replace
Oh,
that.
yes. Put somebody out.
Look at that, it's a bird person.
I am going to return to town
Okay.
and visit the Mystic's Hut.
All right. So you're gonna get a card.
I get a sleeping potion. You may ignore 1 threat per turn. If you do, gain 1 food.
There you go.
So threats are these things.
Correct.
But not duels.
Correct. That's, so a duel is not considered a threat. This is actually called a threat space.
Gotcha.
So that's ignoring 1 threat.
I'm happy.
Because a threat will stop you in your tracks, but a duel won't really affect you.
Okay. I'm good. Amanda.
All right. I'm going to go adventuring.
All right. So you're going to start at Thorn.
Yes.
You're going to set your hearts to however many you have, which I believe, and then you may begin traveling in any direction you choose.
Okay. Oh, you're thinking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Okay, so you're here.
Okay.
That costs nothing.
Yeah, that costs me nothing. If I go to the next space and set
It'll
up.
cost you 1 heart to get there and then 3 to settle.
Right. Do I get the gem?
Yes.
For
Yep.
setting up? Then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So you'll go there, and it's
Build
going
a
to
tent.
cost you basically 4 hearts to do that action.
Right.
And you're going to get 1 gem for the space,
Yep.
plus 1 for each search that you have on your party, which it looks like 2.
2.
So you're going to get 2 additional.
Nice. Oh, man, yeah.
And then I'm going to take a nap.
There you go.
Okay. Steve.
All right. I am also going to go on an adventure now. So I start
an
with
adventure.
6.
Yeah.
And
How much movement do you have?
I have 3
3?
movement. Yep. So I I think I'm gonna
Oh,
start.
I get a coin for having
Oh, yes.
space.
So I think I'm gonna start traveling this way. I'm just gonna go one space and place a tent. So that's gonna cost me 3 hearts to do. And then I get 1, 2, 3, 4 coins for that, and I uncovered a coin for 5.
Nice.
Yeah, that works.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Adventuring past somebody, you don't have to duel them?
Nope.
You can't stop in the same space as them, though, right? Oh, well, there's no
you-
point in stopping in a tent.
But yeah, I mean,
If
you
you're,
could
if you're,
if you don't have enough movement. There's no
Yeah.
penalty
Okay.
for stopping in the same space as somebody else, but there's not always necessarily, like I didn't necessarily have to place a
yeah.
tent there. You could end up on a space. But there's no penalty for being on the same space as somebody else. You don't have to duel in that
All right.
instance.
I am going to go to the saloon
Okay,
and hire that badger for 3 gold.
there you go. The blue.
Yeah.
badger.
Oh, it's a boar.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. There.
This guy has no head. It's floating
eerie.
artifact.
Floating robo orb.
Okay.
He has very high search.
Yes, he does.
Amanda, it is your
very
turn.
expensive.
Expensive. So do I get my hearts back for having slept through the night?
You
or
do
I
not.
go back
So
to
you would
town?
have to return to town. You only regain hearts when you
Leave town,
leave
basically.
town.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not when you like come back past the space. Only when you leave town.
So I'm going to go
Which is important that you don't get your hearts back when you're in town. So if you need to spend stuff, you don't have any to spend
I'm
necessarily.
going to go to the saloon.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. And I'm going to. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna hire a dude.
Okay.
Let's see.
Which dude are you going to hire?
Okay, I have I have a couple of options. I like this guy with the cat. He's got 2 skill and 1 search.
That's a good dude.
That is pretty nice. I'm gonna hire my dude.
Okay.
Cat. He's gonna go over here.
Place him. That's 3 or 2 coins. 2 or 3.
3 because I have
You don't have any banners.
I don't have any yellow banners.
We got a goat person now too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yellow banners out now.
Yeah.
3 yellow banners. In
How does that make you feel? Are you okay with that? All right. So I am going to continue on my adventure. Stop here and try to deal with this threat. So
Yep,
this
he's
threat.
got a threat of 4, this bandit.
So I would have to. I have no combat, so I just have to roll a 4 or higher.
That is a 6, so you defeated him.
So I will take that card. I add one of my own camps to it,
Ah.
and then I can keep moving. And I'm gonna go.
That's 1 move.
1 more space.
2
spend a
move.
heart,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna do the M quest.
M. Shall I read to you?
It's over here. Yes. That'll be most lovely. This
Now, are
is
there
the this
chapters?
is the drip
So
drip mine.
we are-
So it's very early on. The Glogo Caverns.
Glogo Caverns, M. You hear crashing noises and screaming ahead. As you near their source, you see dozens of panicked lizard folk fleeing their clifftop mining village, accompanied by a loud tick, 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 tick noise chasing after them. Its source appears to be an enormous rusted robot, which drops the hut it has in one of its monstrous hands and glares down at you with piercing red eyes. The tick, 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 tick grows louder as it moves towards you, feet and fists smashing the ground. Just before it pummels you with violent fury, the tick, 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 tick stops, and the robot ceases in mid-stride as if frozen. You hear echoing curses and banging noises from somewhere inside the machine, followed by a shrill, "Aha, that's it!" The tick, tick, tick starts again, faster this time, and the colossal robot once again descends on you, ready to strike. Your only option, it seems, are to run for the cliff or escape to the nearby mining quarry. It's a skill 4 to run for the cliff and a skill 6 to run for the quarry.
Well, I'm gonna try to run to the quarry here. So I have 3
Skill
skill
6.
already.
So you need a 3 or higher.
3 or higher. That'll do it. So that's a
Okay,
6
there's text to
and-
read. The lumbering, ticking robot pounds after you, and you hear deranged cackling from the operator inside. Your feet begin to slip as you reach the sandy entrance to the quarry. As the robot pursues you, its feet slip too, and as it stirs up sand and gravel, its gears begin to grind. You are able to jump out of the way just as the mighty robot seizes up, its gears paralyzed. It loses its balance, falls over, and its ticking ceases. Dozens of angry lizard folk villagers return and surround the robot, carrying away the cursing creature hiding inside it. It's a rabbit. Some strange rabbit lizard folk feud is apparently at work here. You got 8
No.
total?
I got a 6 total.
A 6 total, so blue faction.
All right. So what's in this blue cup here?
Cool.
Okay.
I love story time.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite parts of Above and Below,
Rabbit folk and lizard folk are natural enemies.
I guess.
It's
We
very.
have a new person in the chat. We have Lithocraft.
Lithocraft, greetings.
Hi.
Welcome.
Singing a song that I'm not going to repeat because then it'll be in your heads.
Okay.
We unfortunately do not have chat up on a screen. The monitor that shows chat for us, that is like right above where our camera is, it doesn't work reliably to show the chat. It likes to show us a big blank window. So I have the chat up, but otherwise...
Unfortunately, also the Wi-Fi is not
Yeah.
terribly robust in the place we're streaming from.
Not great.
So if too many of us log in at the same time, we tend to lose connectivity,
Right.
which is
So
sad.
yeah, I'm on because I'm the chat mod, but otherwise, not all of us can see the chat.
But greetings.
I try to relay things.
And welcome to Near and Far.
This, I think I should probably just make a blanket statement that if we're in the middle of story time, I will wait to welcome someone
Until
verbally
after story time.
Until after story
That's
time.
fair.
I will try to welcome you in the chat if I'm not the one reading or being read to. So yeah.
So Steve, you have 2 hearts left, so you cannot build a
Cannot
camp
build.
on the mountain.
But so I'm just gonna hang out where I am.
Okay. This gear, is that a
This is a trade route.
trade route? So this the peppers
the
there
too.
are a trade
There's
route.
more peppers over here and over
Yeah.
there. You need to
Okay.
control both sides of it in order to get the points.
I'm sorry.
You would need to control both sides of it or control half of it. So both sides need to be controlled in order for you to get points at the end of the game.
I'm Amanda.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's Andy.
I thought,
Steve.
but you can build a 10
We
ton
haven't
trade
played.
route.
He's
Yep.
played a lot.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah,
We're doing the Golgo Caverns is the beginner game.
We're doing the basic game.
That's how you've described it.
So yeah, this is the first time play for any of you who are worried about any sort of spoilers. This is the first time run. You're not going to get any spoilers you'll get spoilers for this, but if you play this enough, you'll see them. But this is going to kind of teach you how to play the game. Further on, it has that legacy component, so we're not spoiling anything for you. We're just
We'll talk about that at the end of the
Yeah,
game, is
we'll
how
get
the
to that.
legacy component works.
so that's
and
the end of my
other
turn.
adventures.
So that
Okay,
would
my
be-
turn.
Andy's turn.
I have 3 folks in my party now. I think I'm going to go on another adventure. So I go here.
Yep.
I now have 6 hearts.
Correct.
And I have 4 movement. I'm going to go here, then here. I
Cost you
don't
1
have to
heart.
pay 1 because I have my cooking spices.
Correct. Yep.
Then I'll go here, and I get to look at a treasure.
You get a treasure. Yep.
But
So
I
you do not have to take it,
Okay.
but you can look at it and see if it's better than
Right.
what you have.
So I got an old shovel, which allows me to get coins or gems when I build a camp if I have extra food. I think I'm going to...
You get to dig, but you have to eat a sandwich.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I have to spend 1 heart to get where I am. think I'm going
You
to keep
should've-
my.
yeah.
No, I'm going to replace my sleeping potion with the old shovel.
Okay.
This goes in a discard pile?
Yep. We can just put it
Okay,
over there.
I'll put it over here.
Unlikely to get reshuffled in.
Now I'm going to go back, get another treasure.
Yep. And that's going to cost you another heart.
Yep, I'm down to 4 hearts. Now I have an old journal. When you successfully complete a quest, draw an artifact. You may keep or discard it. An artifact.
An artifact is
Wow.
one of these. Yep.
Oh, by keep it means in your hand, not
Correct.
it
You
doesn't
don't-
get
you don't
automatically
to-
built.
Exactly.
Okay, I was thinking that was super overpowered.
Nope. You still have to build it. You still have to have the requisite
Don't
cost.
think I want to draw random artifacts, so I'm going to discard that.
You got the
Oh,
discard
I'm sorry.
pile over
Yep.
there.
And I'm going to build a tent on this trading post.
Okay. So it's going to cost you 3.
And
And it goes.
Yep.
Yep. There you go.
So 1, 2, 3.
And now you don't get anything for the space at this moment.
But I do
you
get 1
the
gold
extra
for
your
uncovering
tent.
that.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank
Give
you.
you that.
Okay. I think I'm done.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna come over and do some mining.
Mm-hmm. So you can place a camp.
Put one here or here.
Correct. So you would either need a 1 or a 2. A 1 is going to give you 1 coin. A 2 is going to give you a coin and a gem.
Oh, I'm gonna do the coin and the gem.
There you go. You can just get a coin and a gem.
Here's a gem.
And it looks like you also get an extra coin too.
Because
for
I'm
revealing
having
that.
a coin space on
Nice.
my tents.
Yes.
So yeah,
Your 2 tents.
two tents. Yeah, I
Okay.
actually threw my back out today, so I'm
They
You
are
are
2
2 tents.
tents.
Yeah.
super awkwardly right now.
All right.
So I keep adjusting my back as I was very foolish.
Yeah,
not
she
young.
tried to carry too many games.
It's your fault.
I'm going to go to the stables here and collect myself a bird for
Herb.
food. For
Awesome.
me.
All right. I'm going to. I could move once, or I could move 2 spaces, but I can't do anything
You can
there.
move more than 2 spaces if you wanted.
Well, I've only got 1 heart.
Oh, yeah. So you could move 2 spaces.
Actually,
Could just move 1 space.
I'm gonna go there.
Yep.
Then here. I don't have to pay a heart again because I have my cooking spices.
Yep.
And I'm going to encounter this encounter.
Okay.
Amanda, do you want to do story time this time?
Sure.
It's story time.
All right. So how do I find my?
So
It
it's
is
going to be
story D.
It's going to be pretty early on in the book.
D for Delta. Where does the book go?
I've been kind of collecting them
Okay.
over here.
Visit the town of above, a pleasant place with beds and cider to spare. At the local inn sits a blue cat, a mechanical man, and a mayor with a huge mustache. Traveler, perhaps you could help us, says the mayor. Now that we've become so prosperous, there's a growing movement to build an army and exact revenge upon the barbarians that burned our last village and drove us here. Would you convince them to forget the past and move on? Skill 7. You can try to convince the townsfolk to forgive and forget. Skill 4. You can help the townsfolk plan their attack on the barbarians.
All right, I have 3 skill.
Yep.
I'm going to try skill 7.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
if I may,
Yep.
after I roll, I can still spend my 1 heart to
Correct.
add 1.
Yep.
Okay. 6, so that is 8.
All
Or
right.
no,
9.
then 9.
9.
Yep. So
Alright.
so you succeed with the +2. So that'll tell you.
All right. So that was what, a 9?
A 9.
All right. You continue on your journey, satisfied that the town will remain a pleasant place. with
Yay.
beds
I
and
spread
cider to
peace through the
spare.
world.
So it says here for 7 you get +3 reputation and a red faction flag.
Do I get both?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You get
And
everything that's listed.
For 9,
Then I missed one for you.
Oh, okay.
Because I gave you just the one
just
for
the one
beating
you
it.
get.
We'll go back
We'll
to
go
that.
back and look.
Okay.
Okay.
And
I
for
got
9 you get 2 food.
Did I get? I got a red faction flag. What else did I get?
You got reputation.
Oh, reputation.
for Steve.
Gotcha. All right. Can we go back to Steve's M? What did you roll?
I rolled a 6. Or I rolled what it was. What
Okay,
was
so you
needed.
didn't get the +2.
No. I just got the.
Okay.
You
I
got
just.
the blue faction.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
got the blue
Okay.
faction.
I did it right. Good. I'm happy.
I think you had asked, oh, you got an 8 because you had been like looking at.
Yeah, it was.
maybe
I had been
Yeah.
looking at whether or not I was going to do it. I should have just done it because I couldn't have built a tent anyway. Whatever. Hindsight's
All right.
2020.
I am happy. Amanda, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm going to go.
Two red faction flags.
And get a food. And I get however many skill I have.
Yep. So you
I have
have
3.
You have 3. Actually, you have 4. You still have your
Oh yeah. and my
spyglass over there.
So I have a whole bunch of food.
There you go.
That's nice. We're gonna eat well tonight, me hearts.
Ship dining.
And I'm going to spend. Ooh, which do I want? I think. I'm going to spend 2 gems and 3 food to make my endless elixir,
There you go.
which gives me an extra heart.
Yep. So when you leave town, you're going to
nice.
get an additional heart as well.
Yeah. And I am done.
All right. I am going to go to the town hall, and I'm going to trade
I'm a cat lady in this game.
1 coin. 3, 4. I'm going to trade 1 coin for 1 gem. So a coin is worth 2, and a gem is worth 2. So you can trade them at 1 for 1.
Yeah, but why did you? thought
I
you
gave
put
a
some food-
5,
Yep.
Yep.
and I took out 4 ones.
Okay.
He spent 8.
I made
coins,
change.
basically.
No, I see. Yeah, I was confused, but I get it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had
slow.
to make change for my 5.
Yep.
And then I'm going to discard this reputation card. And then I'm going to spend a coin to gain some reputation. So I'm doing all 3 of these actions here.
Okay.
And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to buy this jobby for a gem and 2 coins, which is going to gain 1 reputation when I visit the saloon.
Lovely.
So now when I visit the saloon, I get a food and a reputation, which I feel like is pretty good.
It is pretty good.
I like people. I'm a people person.
Coins, Moxie. The trading for items at the town hall is complicated. He's
I think I
asking,
get
is
it.
Is it 1 for 1? It's not.
So
it's
a
really
coin and a
1 for
gem is
1.
1 for 1.
Yeah.
A coin is worth 2 food.
So
And-
at the town hall when you're
Yeah.
trading, you can trade up to 5 of a thing.
Yep.
Like you can trade up to 5 different things
Yeah.
for 1 thing. And they're all valued down here.
Yeah.
So a food is worth 1, a coin and a gem are worth 2, and then each of the banners are 4, 5, 6, and 7, green, red, yellow, and blue, respectively. And basically, like you can say, so you can trade like 2 coins and a food, which would be 5 value for a red banner, or you could trade a red banner for 2 coins and a food. It's a 5 up to 5 things for 1, or up to 1 thing for 5. I hope that makes sense. It's
I
kind of
got
weird. You kind of have to just do it and do the math a little bit in your head. But once you get used to it, it makes a lot more sense. That's probably the thing that I've seen people get the most confused about when playing this is how the
Just like
trading
wizarding
works.
currency in Harry Potter. It's perfectly simple.
Yeah. And that's
So-
the end of my turn.
I'm going to. Well, I don't know what I want to do. Who's in town?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's a bartering aspect to it where you're trading a thing for a different thing.
Because a lot of it, you're getting these faction tokens here.
And that makes it easier to recruit the people that help you in your adventuring party because they're each part of different factions.
I think I'm going
so
to-
They like you more the more part of their faction.
Yep. But they're also worth
I'm gonna
more
go do
points
some
and
mining.
gems if that's what you need.
I have 3 skill.
Yep.
So I am going to build a mine and get 2 coin.
Yep. That works. There
Thank
go.
you. And I am done.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh, actually, can I do this? I don't know if this is how this works. Can I build messenger shoes for 2 coins and lose 3 reputation? Is that
no,
how that
so
works?
that's a requisite. So you need to have at
You have
least
to-
3
I have to
reputation.
have 3 reputation in order to do it. I got you. Okay.
so I am going to go adventuring. Heading out for a grand adventure.
Yes.
My
I think
party
you start
is
with 7.
fine. Yeah, I start with that 6.
And then the
My
extra
little
heart
box
that you
and my
get.
heart from my endless elixir. It's a tiny little bottle with only a little bit in it, but it's endless. So I'm going to. I have 7 hearts. That lets me get pretty far, doesn't it?
But your movement is only 3.
Yeah.
So you can get pretty far, but not very fast.
No. That's okay. Because what I really want to do is try and get to quest, which I think I can do. So there's a quest right here. It's like there,
Yep, that's free.
and
That's free.
So I can get to that.
Yep, but
Yep.
you are still going to spend 1 heart because you're
Oh,
leaving
right,
this
yeah,
empty space.
yep.
So you
So
go
I spend
here
1 heart.
and to leave,
I'm at 6.
Yep.
and then to go here is for free because you're leaving a camp.
So
Steve, do you want to read?
I'm at 6 hearts.
All right, so this is going to be Quest H.
Hachi.
Smell the word.
You enter a well-trodden cavern, a popular entrance to the lands of below. Descending a cracked staircase, you follow cries for help until you find a caged woman. "Please help," she says again and again. Her
That's a
eyes
trap.
dart
Yeah.
about unnaturally, and there's an unnerving strain to her voice. When you examine the metal bars of the cage, you notice that they shudder occasionally, like the cage itself is alive.
Oh, that's not good.
For
No.
a skill 5, you can open the cage door and free the woman. Or for a combat 8, you can attack the cage.
Wow.
Okay,
Combat
so
8.
I have a lot of hearts and I have 4 skill.
Yep.
So
You
I'm
have
gonna
no combat.
no combat.
So you would need to. So a combat 8 would be the sword rolls. So you would definitely need to spend hearts in order to do that because you won't be
Quick
able to do it.
clarification here. If she had enough resources, could she buy herself or build a weapon from her hand at this point in the middle of combat?
It is a free action, so if you did have enough resources, you could theoretically do this right this moment.
I
If there's something
unfortunately
that-
am short something that
there
would
you
help me
go.
a great deal, but
Maybe you'll get it for succeeding.
maybe I will. So what was it? It was a
So it's a skill 5 to open the cage door and free the woman, or a combat 8 to attack the cage.
I'm gonna try the skill 5. I don't think I have enough combat.
Okay. So in front of you, you have
I have
3,
1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
So basically, you just need to roll a 1.
I think you can roll a 1, but you can probably roll a 3.
5.
So
There you
you're
go.
going to be
5, 6,
a
9.
9.
All right, so that's going to be super success.
Yay!
As you open the door, the cage and the woman suddenly disappear into a cloud of spores. What you
Shock.
thought were stalactites in the ceiling are actually teeth. You are standing in the mouth of a giant cave creature. You leap for the entrance as the ceiling closes down upon you.
Cave's collapsing.
Barely escaping,
cave.
you flee to the surface.
Thank
You mark the
goodness.
place on your map and warn others when you return to Thorn. You gain a yellow faction, +2 reputation, and the Fear of Caves card, which is going to be in this deck.
Where's the yellow faction?
I think it's right.
That's blue, that's red, that's green.
Did we
And
not
here
put out
they-
any?
Are they right in
Oh,
front of you?
I'm sorry. They're way over here. I'm like, I don't know.
So I have a yellow faction.
And the Fear of Caves card.
Fear of caves.
And you
Dang
gain
right, I have
reputation.
fear of caves.
And I think you
And you
yeah.
gain +2 reputation.
2 here.
Okay.
And then the
That is a well-justified fear of caves, I think, for me.
So, the Fear of Caves. This is going to be a card that you're going to receive for the remainder of the game, and you're going to get -1 to all quest rolls in the land of below, which is anywhere in the caves area on this map.
Damn. So, okay, you're now afraid of
So now
going
you're
below.
afraid of going below.
You know, you
good
meet
thing.
a cave monster like that tries
That's
to
going to
eat
give you a fear.
You're going to be afraid of caves.
Throw that down there.
That's reasonable.
All right.
All right, let's see.
It's like getting bitten by a snake
Oh,
and being afraid of snakes.
Amanda,
That's
did you
the
want
thing.
to build a tent where you
Yes.
are?
Yes, I do want to build a tent.
She can't continue moving, right? Because she took
Correct.
an action.
Yep. So when you take a quest, you're stuck.
So you build a tent, and
you're going to
how
get
many
one-
looks do you get?
I have 1, 2, 3 looks.
So you're going to get a total of 4 coins. So 3 for yours, and then the 1 for the space.
A whole bunch of coins.
I like that.
I
Okay,
like that too.
Steve.
All right, let's see. I want to do a thing. I want to go to the Mystic's Hut here.
So if I were to stop at my tent here that's on a gem space and just stop there, do I get the gems even though my tent
No,
is
they're
there?
already covered. So you
they're-
you only get those bonuses when you place a camp.
Gotcha.
This is going to give me an additional heart. It's the Radish Potion.
Radish.
Yep,
Radish.
me.
Okay. There's a couple of things that I want to do.
That is really helpful.
Is that one again? I'll wait till it catches up.
All right, I'm going to.
Gems.
I'm going to go to Town Hall here.
Okay.
I have a couple of cards that require
I'm
me
going
to have negative
to
reputation. and
sell
I'm
a
like,
banner for 2 gold, because a banner is worth 5 units, a gold is worth 2, so I can get 2 gold for 1 banner.
Which banner are you
Red
selling?
banner.
The red banner. Yep. So you could get 2 gold and 1 food, or you could get
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll
like
get
you
2
can
gold,
you
2
can
gold
trade
and 1
for a
food.
variety. Yep.
Or wait,
Or you could do so you get a value of 5.
yeah, but I cannot sell a banner and a food for 3 gold
No,
because
but
it's
you could sell
multiple to 1 or 1 to multiple.
Yeah, but you could sell a banner and a food for a yellow banner. It's basically like you can get multiple to 1 or 1 to multiple, exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
So if you wanted 2 gold and a food,
I think I am going to go for the yellow banner.
Okay.
So,
you have
so
the yellow
a-
banners
Yep.
over there.
and then I'm going to immediately spend the yellow
red
banner
over there.
and build some juggling knives. Costs a yellow banner and 2 gold.
There you go.
So I have more fight now. I think. I think I'm done. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the other things I could do, I could spend gold for reputation,
You could or plus or minus.
or I
reputation.
could throw stuff away.
Yep.
But I'm not doing either of those.
There you go.
Okay.
Spend gold or gems if you have gems.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any gems yet this game. Speaking of which, I really like the little plastic gems they've got. I don't know if you guys can see these at all on camera, but they're little plastic, like, gem shapes.
Yeah.
They're very pretty.
They also do have like regular just chit gems too.
Yeah.
Which are just these guys here.
Are these the ones that came in the box?
They
though?
both they came in the box. And this is as far as I know, this is the retail copy because I bought it here.
Yeah, it's not like a promo
Cool.
or.
So yeah, I don't think it's a deluxe or a promo.
All right, is it my turn?
It is your
It
turn,
is.
because I am done doing stuff.
So I'm gonna go back to town.
Okay.
Off I go. I'm going to. I'm going to hire someone. I'm going
Okay.
to the bar to find people who are rough and toothless or tough and toothless.
Yes.
And I have a yellow banner, so that makes any of the yellow banner dudes 1 less.
Less expensive,
right?
yes.
So I'm.
You actually have 2 yellow banners because
Oh,
this
that's
guy
right. 'cause I have
counts
this
too.
guy.
So all of them are 2 less.
So like these two are essentially free.
Yes.
They'll follow me for nothing.
They'll just follow you because
And if you get 4 yellow banners,
you get
you get
4
or
yes,
5.
It's 4.
Okay.
So as soon as you get 4, and I believe it's 4 people.
Okay, so like having the little flag.
Having
in
the
your
banner, I
bag
don't
doesn't
think
count.
counts, but I'll double
Okay.
check that right now.
I'm gonna have to pay 2 gold and hire this cool looking dude with the face paint. He looks awesome. He's got 3 hearts and he's like got a sword. So can I only have one of that banner in my party?
Correct.
In your active party, you can have them in reserve.
And you can swap them around anytime you're leaving town. You choose who you're taking with you.
Right. So he's gonna chill right there for now.
All right.
I'm not leaving town.
I am mistaken. It's any banners. So as soon
Okay.
as you get 4 of any banners, so basically if you get one more
If I get
yellow
one more
one,
yellow guy,
then you'll
Get
get the
extra
chief.
5 victory points.
Yep.
Nice.
And no one can take the chief once you get him. So you claim that chief, and even if I get 12, I don't
Yes.
claim it. So we need to replace that spot.
I'm okay with that. Can I discard a thingy?
No, you have
not
to.
there. You can only do
Okay.
it in the town hall.
Okay.
Okay.
Not the town hall. The town hall.
That's a
Loading ready
reference no
run.
one's gonna
Yeah.
get.
I'm
Well,
gonna
there's
come
loading
to
ready
the
run
mine,
fans. Yeah.
and I'm gonna take this 3 spot here.
Ah.
For those
give
wondering
me-
why that's funny, I highly recommend checking out Loading Ready Run's podcast Corpline, which is a parody of a morning radio show
My turn.
for a
Yes.
non-existent
Okay.
town called Innsbruck. And they have a town hall that's a town hall, but there's also the town hall that's like the local pub.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
tavern.
It's like the local tavern, so it's like, yeah, I went to the town hall and got trashed. What, like every Friday night? No, the mayor was hosting a drinking contest. So it's this constant source of which town hall are you talking about?
That's awesome.
Highly recommend Corpline. It's
I
very
need gold, so I'm going to go on a quest.
Okay.
I get 6 hearts. I had 1 heart. Do I gain 7?
No.
No,
You're
okay,
at
I
6.
go to
That's
6.
your maximum
Yeah.
heart value.
Just clarifying. And then I'm just going to go here. Why not?
Yep.
And search. And get 1, 2, 3.
4.
I get 1 base.
1 for here, and then
Oh, I'm building a tent.
Yep.
So
you're going to spend 3,
Yep.
and then you're going to get 4 because you get 1, 2, 3, 4. 1
Yep.
for the space, and then 3 because you have 3 search icons.
Yep. Can I please have 4 golds?
4.
Thank you.
Okay.
Lovely.
There you go. I want a gold. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not my turn.
It's Amanda's turn.
It's Amanda's turn.
Quite right.
I skipped your turn. I saw you looking at me like, oh, it's got to be my turn then.
I was actually okay with that because I wanted to go mining, but that's alright.
So you're gonna have to duel me.
Yeah, I would have to fight you.
Come at me.
Unfortunately, I don't have any fighting power. So,
Neither do I. You can fight dirty, and then you get +1 combat.
would. I do want to lose reputation for these cards,
But you could go to jail.
but yeah, I could end up going to jail, and that wouldn't be fun.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
Never mind. So I'm gonna go to town hall.
Yep.
Not the town hall.
Not the town hall, just the town hall. And get rid of the mercenary contract
Okay.
because it's expensive and I don't want to lose that much reputation to
Okay.
do a thing.
Okay.
You could also exchange some stuff for some other stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking hard about that. So if I exchange 2 gold, I can get 2 gems for 2? What
No.
can I?
You could do 1 gold for 1 gem.
Okay.
You could do 2 gold for a green banner
Okay.
because it's the value of. But you can't do like You can't trade twice. That's what you would. You're trading more of one of thing for one of a thing.
So I am gonna trade in 1 gold for a gem.
Okay.
All right.
I'm still baffled by it, but it's
Now
okay.
Steve is going to get a gold.
Numbers and I are not good friends.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go to the general store and get a gold.
All right, and it's my turn. I'm going to go here and spend another 3,
Yep.
build another tent,
Yep.
and get another 4 gold.
That is correct.
And then before I pass, I'm going to spend a bunch of my gold. Thank you so
I have
much.
an awful lot of golds.
Well,
Who
I'm
loves
going to
gold?
spend.
Does.
I love gold. I'm going to spend 2 gold. I have more than 3 reputation because my reputation
You
is
do.
5.
Yep.
So spend 2 gold for messenger shoes that make me swifter. I can go swift.
You took those, huh? That was in my starting.
Actually, I guess I'm done. That is my move.
You got a lot of gold just to spend 2 of it.
Yeah.
That's
Amanda.
okay.
That's fine.
I'm gonna go mining.
Okay.
So when I go mining, I can build a tent here, here, here.
Yes. Yeah, that mine is getting quite open.
Yeah.
How much action do you have in your available party?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So you can't build here because that's 5.
Right. But I can go here.
Yes. And that would get you a gem and a gold, or a gem and a gold.
Pretty much all of the spaces available are going to get you a gem and a gold, except for this one, which only gets you a gold.
Yeah. I'm gonna go here. And
Okay.
get a gem and a gold.
This time you keep that. This time Brian's letting you keep
Nice.
And I am going to use some of that. I'm going to spend my gems, 2 of my gold, and my 2 food to build my Therm Hammer.
Sounds awesome.
There you go.
It gives me 2 fighting power.
Did you spend a blue faction token?
Oh no, I didn't. I wasn't thinking about that.
You need that
Never
token.
mind. I won't do that yet then.
Rewind. Zoop, zoop, zoop.
I'll wait until I can do that.
No worries.
And the blue one is the most expensive, right? It's 7.
Yeah, it's 7.
Yeah. And that was 2. Oh well, I really wanted my Therm Hammer.
You'll get it. You'll
I'll
get
get
it.
my Therm Hammer.
You'll get it soon.
So you discard 10 drops. So your discard
I am gonna go to the saloon, march my way in there, and hire Mr. Short
Swagger
Ponytail
right
over there
in.
for 4. Mr. Blue Faction for 4. Thank you,
No, your discard.
Hey, buddy, want to come
Hey.
to my party?
pal.
We're
Pallaroo.
gonna have a good time.
Gonna go to a lot of
He's
parties.
like a mystic, so he wants to learn a lot of things. He
Actually-
just doesn't mind point too well. He doesn't.
Actually, that was only 3 for me because I have a blue faction already.
Okay.
But we add in another dude from the green faction, from
Yep.
the Outlaws. So, all
Now
right.
it's my turn?
And yep, that's it for me.
I too shall go to the saloon. And I'm going to hire the guy with no head for 6 gold.
All right.
Thank you. There's 6 gold. And he goes here. Lovely.
Excellent. Oh,
Yes.
Sorry.
He has a head. It's just not attached to a body.
Fine.
Maybe he doesn't have a body. Well, he has a robe.
He has clothes.
His clothes, but nobody's there.
Or he's invisible.
Trouble he's seen.
All right.
Nobody knows his sorrow.
Who's up?
That's you, Amanda.
It's me.
Amanda.
It's my turn. I think I'm going to join you guys in the saloon.
Do it. Hi.
You gonna duel us?
No, I am not going to duel you. I am going to hire someone. And I think I want to hire this guy for free.
There you go.
And now
You get the chieftain.
I get the chieftain.
Nice. Victory points for
Over and hang out
Amanda.
with me.
Does the chieftain get you anything but victory points, or it's just?
It also counts as a banner.
Oh, okay. So now she's
So now
got
you can get
five banners.
It's a yellow.
It's a yellow banner.
Yeah.
Nice.
And number of people is not going to count for points at the end of the
I
game.
bought the endless elixir without paying the blue token.
No, you
Oh.
did. You did pay the blue token. I
Did
thought.
I have a blue token at the
I
time?
remember you having.
A blue token.
I mean, we're way past that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, so
I just wasn't.
We'll
looking
just-
at the,
we'll just let you
I was
cheat.
looking at the banners at the top of the card.
Yeah. I think
Wasn't
you did
registering
play a
in my
blue
head
token.
as being like a cost.
We'll look back later and go. Ah,
I
she
probably
cheated and
I
she cheated, and that's how she
Thank
won.
you for joining us, Moxie. Bye.
Later.
Bye. Hope you had fun.
No, I don't.
Steve's
I don't
move?
think I had one, and I feel bad about that.
Don't worry
That's
about
okay.
it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Learning experience.
It's a learning game. This isn't
right.
like a tournament
Yeah.
Everybody's playing for cereal.
tournament level near and far.
I'm gonna get another burb.
Do it.
The burbs.
Okay. Incredible.
Oh, that's turtles.
Yeah, so the turtles are for the other side of the board.
Ah,
Turtles also allow you to get a heart too, but
Nice.
they
But
cost
they're
gems
slow.
instead of food.
All right. My move.
turtles and gems.
What do I need now?
Turtles only accept gems as food.
That's why turtles are so expensive to feed. You have to be feeding them precious gems all the time.
I am going to go farming and get 5 food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nope, this
Oh.
is the skill.
Oh, it's
the
skill,
hand
not
token.
looking. So I get 3.
Yep.
3 food, please.
3.
Thank you.
It's the same combination of my
Your turn, Amanda.
Okay. For the record, it's the second Spaceballs reference I've made in like the past just minute.
Nerd.
I think I missed the first one. I didn't hear what you said the first time.
It was the nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Oh, okay.
I said she's a base. And
Yeah, I missed that one. That was good.
all right. I have a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to leave town.
Okay.
I'm going to organize my party first
Okay.
by leaving this dude and this cat at home and taking my fighty dude with me to make things maybe a little easier. And that would take the one. And I get 1, 2, 7 hearts? 7, 8 hearts?
She's like, we just
Yep.
this time. You draw 7. You draw 7. So you don't draw 6 or anything.
So yeah, 8.
No, it's a different spell.
Alright.
Alright, so trigger goes to the graveyard. I know, I still get my 7.
Looking at my options.
Yeah, that's why Locust God is in the graveyard. So you can
So it would be like
respond to the last
that free. That I can ignore because I have a shield guy.
But it still costs you
But
a
you
heart.
pay 1
Right,
to,
so
yeah.
it's one heart.
You have a shield guy?
I
Yeah,
have
the
a
shield
shield.
allows her to ignore one threat.
Ah, nifty. I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, he lets me ignore one
Okay,
threat.
so yeah, 1 heart to get here,
Yeah,
but you don't have to fight a raider.
right.
I know, but with 5 being placed this die, so you'd have to do it before the 5th is placed. So the last one would end up at 2.
I think what I'm actually going to do is head up here, this way. So that's a free.
Yep, no, because there's a tent there.
Yep.
I get to ignore that threat.
Yep,
Yep.
so you get
Pay
there.
1 heart and go up here.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's 7 hearts.
Yep.
And I'm going to build a tent.
Okay. So 3 hearts, and you're going to get 1 plus however many search icons you have.
I have 1, 2, 3.
So you're going to get 4 gems. Seems like a strong move.
It felt like a strong move. Because I want things to trade in for Captain Hammer.
Yeah.
Steve's turn.
All right, I'm going to go to the Mystic's Hut here, take another one.
Get my hammer.
What'd you get?
Adventurers cost 1 fewer coin.
That's
Oh,
nice.
yeah. Okay.
I missed my thing. I missed my special ability. Too late now.
All right, my move.
Yep.
I need gems. So I'm going into the wilderness, and I'm just going to go here and build a tent.
Okay, that works.
So I start with 8 life, or 8 things. I spend 3 to go down to 5. Build the tent, and now it's my looking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
6 gems.
It's a strong move too.
That was a strong move.
Amanda.
Yes. I'm going to head back into town.
Oh, actually, I'm going to build a thing. I'm spending 2 gems and 2 food,
Waiting.
and I'm building a gold magnet. In future, when I build a camp on a trade route, I get a coin.
It's a strong move too.
Yeah. I'm coming back to town,
Okay.
and I'm going to go to the town hall. So now I can trade in. What do I need to trade in to get a blue banner?
Based on what you have, you would need to trade in 3 gems and 1 food.
I can do that. Food.
And then you get a blue banner.
Myself a blue banner, and then spend. Nope, because I don't have enough food now. That's okay. I can wait.
Food's easy to get.
Yeah, food's easy. Is getting all the gems, enough gems that
Yeah.
I would have enough left over afterward to
Right.
do it. But I will do something else while I'm there.
You can discard something from your hand,
Yep,
or you
know
can pay gold or gems to lower or raise
or
your
lower your
reputation.
Well, I'm gonna discard something.
Okay.
Discard the Ghost Lantern because it again has negative reputation, and I'm not.
Okay.
at the
And it
moment-
requires another blue banner.
Yeah, I'm just not into that. And I am going to spend a gold to go up a reputation. Is that?
That's correct. You can spend as much gold as you want. It's an infinite symbol, so you can spend
Yeah.
gold and gems on both. So if you want to go up 2 reputation,
Then you know what? I'm going to spend a gold and a gem.
Okay.
all right. I'm going to
Get
go
more famous.
on an adventure.
Yes. Go on a quest.
An adventure, Charlie. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 10 hearts.
Nice.
And which way do I want to go?
Where do you want to go?
I'm going to go here and place a tent. It's going to cost me 3. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold. Pick one of these.
Nice. Okay. I am going to continue my questing. Bop, bop. Build a tent. 1, 2, 3. I'm down to 2. I get a gem for building.
Yep. You're over here.
Yeah, sorry.
I know you want to be the cool robot dude,
Right.
but
I mean, that
Picture
cool
this
robot
one's
dude is
not.
pretty cool.
Robot dude.
And I get 5 gold again. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold. 6 gold.
the 1 is a 5 okay for you?
Yeah, that's good.
Change later.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Excellent.
Amanda.
I'm gonna go farming.
There you go.
And I have 1, 2 hands
In your active party.
in my
Yep.
active party. So
So you get 2 food.
yes.
should be just what you need at this point.
It is.
Exactly what you need.
So now I'm going to spend a blue banner, 4 gems, 2 golds, and 2 food
Get the hammer.
to get myself my hammer. And my hammer gives me 2
Two
swords.
fights.
There you
Yes.
go.
And 8 victory points.
Very, very nice.
It is a very nice, very, very nice hammer.
I'm definitely getting the hang of this game.
Yeah.
Now I have a hammer. And I will
It's got a lot of moving pieces, but it actually all makes sense, and it's relatively easy once you figure it out. Okay.
All right,
So
I'm going
you're
to
gonna
continue
encounter
on my
somebody.
quest, and I'm going to encounter this
Fight
raider.
a raider.
So I
5.
have 1 fight already, so I need to roll a 4 or more.
That's a
so
2.
I
So you
have
need to
3.
spend 2 more.
I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'll
defeated
take the
him.
raider.
There you go.
That'll let me spend a tent here. Continue on. And I'm going to go 1 space
Costs a heart.
and another space for another heart.
quest time.
Story time.
Story time. This
What
is going
story am I
to be
reading?
letter P, please.
So for anybody who hasn't been paying attention, I only realized this after you had played a couple of stories. The stories actually do have to do with the area that you're on the map.
Yep.
So he is at the Golgo Caverns, or at P, just past this little village. So the story is probably going to have something to do with that village.
Yeah, they're often kind of sort of related to what's happening. Like over here, where it was the gate to below, and
Yep.
that's where she found the
And
cave.
Amanda was in the Drip Drip mine.
I was in the drip
Oh,
drip
you were in
mine
the
with
drip drip
that was
mine.
where the but you can
The-
see
the
like the
rabbits
cliff
thing?
face there,
Yeah.
where the yeah.
All right, so Adventure P. Oh man, I need a big drink of water because this is a long paragraph. Actually, it's not. It's terribly short. At a small village, you meet an animal handler who claims he's tamed a giant snail. Care to ride the beast? He asks with a playful smile. He needs the exercise. For skill 5, decline but barter for some small game. For skill 7, ride the giant snail.
Ride the snail.
I mean,
You've got enough life that you could easily do 7.
yeah. I mean, while I think riding the snail would be fun and all, it's just too slow for me. I need to barter for
It's a
some
racing
game.
snail.
Okay, skill 5.
Yeah, that's still pretty slow.
You've got 3 skill,
I have 3 skill already,
so a
I
2
just need
will
to roll.
win.
Further proving it a giant.
All right, so
Do you want
that's
to
a
spend 1 more
success.
to beat it by 2?
Well, I have 5, so I would need to spend.
Oh, you'll
still
need to
5,
spend
right?
2. Yes,
Yeah.
it's skill
No,
5.
I'm not going to spend any, so I'll just take the. I'll take
Okay,
the success.
decline but barter.
Yeah.
The man has no interest in such tame pursuits, and bored by your mousiness, wanders away. Minus 1 reputation and a yellow faction flag.
Oh, bummer. Like, man.
My turn.
You could have ridden the snail.
I've already ridden the snail before. Wanted to see what the.
I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a food and a red banner.
I like that this is sort of just a board game version of Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yeah, that's what Above and Below is too. That's why I love it so much.
I'm real
All right, so I'm buying
forgot to buy a tent.
yellow banner. But don't bother getting me a yellow banner because I'm going to spend 6 gold and a yellow banner to make myself a Sword of Gom,
Sword of God.
which gives me 1 more fight.
Excellent.
Where
Amanda.
were you buying something? You're out on the.
Oh
He's
geez,
using
who
his
did I
free
move?
action.
But did you move?
Where were you? You were over here. Sorry,
No.
you last farmed.
Oh, that's right. I did farm. Yeah, you
Yeah,
moved me.
I
Why
moved
are you
you.
moving everyone else?
I don't know.
He doesn't want to be the lizard guy. He wants to be the cool robot.
It's the
Or
lizard man.
I like the lizard man. I just keep moving other people. I don't know.
Whatever.
just so you know, I forgot to buy my tent at the end of my turn, so I just did it now while you were.
Oh, that's why you were hanging on to your life, and you got yourself a bunch of
I
gold.
got myself a bunch of gold. So
Okay,
I'm just
cool.
making sure you didn't miss that.
What's up?
Steve made a reference that I missed, and Travis was talking about it in the chat.
What did I say?
He Googled it, and Candy Mountain is nearly 11 years old.
Yeah.
Memes age And then you sort of go.
I said, we're going on an adventure.
Wasn't that just last year? And then you're like, no, like taking the hobbits to Isengard is the best.
Like 11 years old now? Wow. All right, so that was my turn, and then it's Amanda's turn.
Correct. Can I go?
I still have 5 gems.
What am I trying to do? That's really the question.
That's a good question.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, I can't go hire someone without fighting in.
What? No, I'm not in the
You can go
saloon.
You can go hire somebody.
Even if I was in
the
the saloon, you
The
can go
saloon,
there.
You could do it.
I'm gonna go hire a green dude so that I can put another dude in my party.
You probably will not have enough money to do that.
Oh, right. Because I don't have, it's a yellow band.
Yeah.
Then I'm not going to do that. I could
Okay.
hire a blue dude. I can
You have
move
one.
my cat.
Yeah, you can move your cat. You can move your
Yeah.
cat to the
Move
green
my cat
space.
over there.
Yep.
And hire a blue dude.
Moving
He
moving
only
your
costs
animal
1.
companion is
free
is
action.
free. Like
Yeah.
you can just kind of shift them around.
And he's a 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to pay 1 and get this little frog guy.
And Steve refills the line.
Be silent. Bye, Malcolm.
Awesome.
Windows decided it doesn't play. There we are.
Steve,
I
it
blame
is
the
your
Wi-Fi
move.
up here.
Yes. Let's see. I'm gonna start by buying my stone spear. So I'm gonna spend 5 coins in a yellow faction
Yep.
there, which is gonna give me a fight.
Good.
Really good against that speed snail there. And then I'm gonna join you at the saloon, and I'm gonna hire.
Do robot string. Do
Oil.
robot string. Yeah. Well, I mean, robots in
Futurama, yeah.
they need alcohol to survive.
Yeah, they do. They run on alcohol. All right, so I'm gonna take this person here for 3. So 5, 4, 3.
I'm not going to do anything particularly thrilling. I'm just going to go farm, which gets me 3 more food.
There you go. That's thrilling. Farming is thrilling.
Okay. Amanda.
Oh, sorry.
Amanda.
You
is
can't go
going-
there anyway.
Amanda's going to go adventuring.
Okay.
It's a lizard guy.
Amanda's heading out. So I now have a whole bunch of dudes. So I'm gonna head out.
How much heart do you start with?
I start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
So I'm gonna go here.
So you're gonna face a threat if you wish.
I will ignore 1 threat.
Okay.
My little dude. Go here.
Spend a heart
And
unless
a
you.
heart. And I think I'm going to. That's a trade route, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go here, spend a heart. Here, spend a heart. And then set up a camp.
Okay. So that's 3, and you get a camp. And there's no immediate benefit to that right now.
Lovely. Steve.
I'm gonna go adventuring too. So I've got 10 still, and I'm gonna go 1, and I'm gonna face this
6.
raider. So I have 2 combat already. Oh no, I have 3 combat.
Yes, 3.
4, 5, 6.
You defeat him.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm looking at the numbers wrong.
Ooh, this warrior is different. He
Yeah,
only
he's-
has a sword. What's that
So
mean?
this is a 7.
Oh, that's a
It's a
7.
it's a
I
It's
see.
just
I
weird.
see.
And then what do I need to do? I'm gonna go here, so spend a heart, and then I'll place camp here. So 1, 2, 3, and I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 golds.
Okay. I shall also go on an adventure. I start with 8. And I'm going to go this way, fight a guy.
Yep. So your guy is 7.
7, I have 1, 2, 3.
That's enough.
That's 8. Okay.
So you
So
take him.
I get him and I build a tent on him.
Yep.
And I will build a tent where I am. 1, 2, 3.
So now that threat is neutralized. So the next time somebody goes past,
Yep.
there's no threat.
But I get 3. No, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend 5 gold, 3 gems, and 3 food to build an iron crawler, which gives me more
Combat and more hearts.
more combat and more hearts. That's food, and here's the 5 gold. I am done.
Okay.
Oh, did I spend my 3? I started 8. I didn't
Spend
spend
nothing,
any to
so
fight,
yes,
so
you did
yes,
spend
I'm
your
okay.
3.
I'm good.
I'm going to.
Next threat is 8, so they just keep getting tougher.
They keep getting tougher, and then in later I've seen like there are bosses that are even tougher, but that are actually have quests associated with them too.
Cool.
So I can move here, get a treasure,
Yep.
and face the quest.
Yes.
I just can't build a camp there because I'm at 3 right now. I
You
would have
could.
enough to build.
Theoretically,
I'm leaving my
one-
camp,
because you're
so I'm
leaving
not
your camp, so you're not
spending-
spending
yeah.
a heart to leave there. So if you spend 0 hearts in your quest, then
I could theoretically
Could
build
build
a camp
it.
there.
Okay.
so you're going to get a
So
treasure,
Get a treasure.
which is here.
What is it?
It is a fishing pole. Gain 1 food when you buy an artifact.
There you go.
And then you are having Adventure K.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Just north of town, north of the town of Above. So this is the town of Above,
Yep.
and you are north of the town of Above.
Yes, I am.
You come across a group of ancient, delicately carved pillars surrounded by cats. Well, you are a cat person. Lots and lots of cats. It's hard to pick out individuals in the sea of cats, but a few stand out. An orange tabby lays on an old stone tablet, basking in the sun. A tortoiseshell and a calico wrestle in the grass. A black cat approaches you, meows, and then sits, staring at you patiently. You may, for skill 7, follow the black cat, or for skill 5, ignore the cat and search the ruins.
3. Also, Andy,
Yes.
pause for a moment.
Yes.
We are getting buzzing.
Oh, I'll take care of that.
Thank you, Travis. I had caught it, but Andy was in the middle of story time. But thank you for.
Give me a moment. Ugh. I can do this without knocking any lights over.
The light poles are.
Should be good.
Yeah,
Alright.
sounds good. So I have 3 skill.
So it was skill 5 to ignore the cat,
To ignore
skill
and search.
7 to follow the cat.
Oh man. Declare that in a moment.
Well, I mean,
I feel confident that I could get the 5. 7 is a little more iffy. I should have taken my cat guy with me.
How could you have known that you were going to
I
face
know that I
cats?
was going to encounter cats. And then I can always spend hearts,
Could spend hearts.
and then I just wouldn't be able to build a camp.
Yep.
I'm gonna try following the orange cat.
So you're
Or the
going
black
for a
cat, the orange cat,
7.
Black cat.
Black cat.
Black cat. I'm gonna follow the black cat.
Do it up.
You roll a 5, you've made it.
There you go.
All right, if you want to spend 1 heart, you can get the extra thing.
Well, she doesn't need to because she has 6, 7,
Seven.
8.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But it was a
same
skill
as
7
5?
check.
Oh, okay. So you could spend 1 heart to get the bonus.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the bonus, and I just won't build a camp. It'll be fine.
Okay. The cat leads you to a litter of kittens, just big enough to move around, learning to hunt and eat solid food. The black cat brings one of the kittens to you. This one is a runt, says the cat in a clear voice. If she stays here, she will be tormented by the others, but she is my child and I love her. Please take her with you and give her a good home. You get 7 yellow, seven. You get 1 yellow faction. Here you are. You get the adorable kitten card. What does it do?
Oh, here. So you get +1 heart when you end your movement on a camp, and you may discard this card to lose 2 reputation and gain 1 food. Because
would ever give
you
up a
could
cat for
always
food?
eat a cat.
No, no,
Never
never.
eating this cat.
And
No.
because you beat it by 2, you get +2 reputation.
There you go.
So it's an extra victory point for you.
This makes me really happy.
That
I
was
got
definitely-
the adorable kitten card.
Yeah, it
This
fit your
card is
character.
also adorable. I can't really show it that well. I'd have
'Cause
to,
we
like,
don't have the
jump over-
document
we don't
camera
have the
set up
document
today.
Camera set up. But it is really adorable. God, and it doesn't even have to be my camp. It could be any camp.
Yeah. Steve, it is your turn.
I just want to. So I just got a message that's apparently there is a Legends of the Hidden Temple board game now too. Have you seen this?
No.
I told my sister to get it. So if you're watching this, Jen,
Oh, don't worry about it, Travis.
Get it.
It was story time, and sometimes I have it turned down really low because if I'm trying to listen, what I've found
It's
is that
distracting.
having the feed in one ear, even if it's really quiet.
So are you fighting
having
the
this ear
8 thing?
blocked
I'm gonna
ends
fight
up
the 8
making me
thing.
feel
Go
like
for it.
really disconnected.
I can't
Sometimes
skip
I
it.
turn it down really low.
You have
just to
3?
follow things
I
better.
have
So sometimes
3.
I won't catch it, which is why having
Go for it.
someone mention it in chat is really awesome.
1.
well, literally the
So
worst
it's
thing.
4.
And I messed up the whole thing too.
Yeah. It's good.
4, 6, 7.
I feel
I'd
like
have to
this is
spend it
here.
all.
What happens if you just are defeated?
I would stop my movement.
I think. Well, I had done that one. I don't think I went down there.
You built
I-
over there?
I think I was
okay.
there, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we had gone down to the bottom row.
I don't think anybody's mining anymore anyways. Maybe. But
You never know if you need more gems.
Do I want the thread or? Yeah, I mean, I think I have to at this point. Yeah, alright. So I'll spend. I'll take that, and I'll take the guy.
okay. But you
But I
also
get
get to
to-
have an encounter.
I get to have an encounter with something, and this is going to be Jay.
Amanda, it's your turn to read.
Adventure J. Alright. You find a house with a sign offering hot soup and sandwiches.
Ooh.
Hungry, you knock on the door, and a thin, sun-baked woman answers. Soup? No, my husband is gone. He usually cooks, but come see my invention. She puts on a pair of spectacles, and you notice that the glass is tinted a dark green. Logos, as you know, hate the bright sun, but these would help them travel in the daylight. I need you to deliver a letter so that I can set up a trade contract with them. Skill 5, decline the offer and cook the food yourself. Or skill 7, deliver the letter.
Well, you've got no hearts to spend.
Got no hearts to spend, but I'm going for it. I'm going to
how
try
much
to.
skill do you have? You
I
have
have
3.
skill 3.
So you need
So,
a 4, 5, or a 6.
Going for it. I'm going to try to. I'm going to help her. I'm going to help her
Want
deliver.
to help her out? Okay.
Yeah.
3.
6. So that's not enough. So nothing happens.
Nothing
Too bad.
happens.
Oh well.
Bummer.
You're like, sorry.
I'm
My
like,
turn?
I'm like, I'm definitely.
All right, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm going to travel towards below.
Yep.
If I pass through Thorn, it doesn't cost me a heart to cross it.
It does
It's
cost
as
you a
if-
heart to cross it. It is an empty space.
Huh. Well, it doesn't cost me a heart because I have my
If that's the first
my
space
ability.
that you cross.
Yeah. So I'm going to go this way.
Yep.
Free to go there. I'll use my ability there. Free to go there. Free to go there. Free to go there. I'm here. I have 5 hearts. I'm going to go here,
I
which
don't think
costs
you have
me
enough
1.
movement for what you're doing.
Oh, geez. Right.
'Cause you have
I
two-
forgot about movement. I forgot about that.
2,
Where was I
3.
starting? I started here.
You have 5.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you have 5 movement.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets me there.
There.
All right, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Instead, I'm just going to go buy a burb.
Okay. So you can get your extra movement for next time.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got a movement from my bird.
Yep. So we counted that too.
Oh,
So
okay.
1,
1, 2,
3,
3,
4, 5.
4, 5. Yeah,
And
okay.
now you're gonna have enough. Now you would have enough movement to move from there.
That's fine.
So,
Amanda.
Yes.
I mean, you could have moved here and then next turn
Yeah,
you
I
got what
could.
you were
Yeah.
gonna do, which is basically what you've done now anyway too.
Yeah,
I'm going to come back to town.
that was
Okay.
my thought process. I was like, I could move there and then move more next turn, or I could go to town and get a bird and have the same distance.
Yeah. Well, and it'll be less distance too.
Yeah.
It'll be 1, 2, 3, and then wherever you want.
I'm going to go to the general store.
Okay.
Get a coin.
Okay.
I wanted to go there.
Well, you could fight her for it.
Fight me.
I could, but I don't really have that many hearts. And you
I
got
have-
that. You got that big old hammer.
I got the hammer and I have my ninja dude.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna come to the mine, and I'm gonna do.
You have a lot of stuff.
do have
I've
a lot.
used all my stuff. Steve's just got this massive collection. He's got a blue banner.
Gems.
He's got a bunch of gems. He's got 8 gold and 1 food. Do you have any cards left to build?
I have 2 cards left to build.
My hand is empty.
Well, I was trying to get more cards, but somebody went to the general store, and I can't fight them.
My turn now?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going underground. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll fight this thing, but I don't pay a life for that. Oh, I start with 8 life. So I'm going to fight this thing, which is
It's
a
a
9
9.
fight.
Yep.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
So I need a 5. That is not a 5. That is a 1.
1, 2, 3, 4. You have a total of 5.
Yeah.
So you need to spend 4 hearts.
In order to pass this thing. I'm going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
I have 4 hearts left. I defeat the robot. Ancient robot.
What do you got against
Defeated.
robots?
Man, they're my
old
arch
ones.
enemy. And I'm going to encounter a thing.
Okay.
Steve, I think it is your turn to read.
All right. Letter L.
I don't know where you were keeping these. A toy robot?
While exploring below, you hear someone call your name. Turning around, you see nothing but a set of eyes staring at you out of the darkness. As a deep fear begins to creep into your bones, the voice speaks again. Hey man, can I borrow a few coins for the ferry? For -2 coins, you can give him some money, or for a skill 4, you can tell him you don't carry cash.
I'll give him 2 coins.
Okay?
Here,
they go.
have some coins.
You toss a couple coins into the darkness. Thanks. I appreciate it, says the voice. Here, take these. I won't need them where I'm going. This is weird.
I think you just encountered
Is
a
it
dead
another, does it go to another adventure? I know
No.
in Above and Below there are some things where you take an action and something else happens.
No. giving me options for a roll, but it doesn't give me what it is. It's a skill roll or not. So I would say just it's going to give you all of them.
Huh?
Yeah. So you get a yellow faction,
Nice.
3 food, and a gem.
Does it have like a value?
It has like a
set to it?
4 and a 6. But there's
Maybe
no
it's based
roll.
on my skill without a roll. I have a skill of 3.
Yeah, but you wouldn't succeed on either of these.
No, that's weird.
You just the requisite for this is -2 coins.
Okay.
I'll look it up
There's
later.
no like skill roll or anything involved.
Yeah, I'll look it up later and figure out what
Okay.
their intention was for this. I'm sure there's someone who encountered this as well.
Yeah.
But I figure I'll just give you
Okay.
all of it.
I'm going
You
to
encountered basically a dead man who's crossed the
spend
river Styx.
3.
So
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I
was
like
kinda
that one.
cool.
I'm going to spend 3, build a thing, and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 more gems.
Nice.
You've got a lot of stuff too.
That's because I built all my things. Now I'm just adventuring. Okay. Amanda.
All right.
So when you go to Town Hall, can you only discard 1 card at a time? Okay.
Yep.
This is important to know this close to the end of the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Andy's only got 3 tenths left. You've only got 3 tenths. I'm like,
3 tenths.
I'm going
Andrew
to go
2 Sheds Jackson.
adventuring. So I have a movement of 2. Is that what that means?
You have
2 and 3 with my.
Yep.
my
You have a
bolt.
total of 3 if this is the party that
Yeah.
you take with you. You can
I
always.
think I'm gonna swap out my. I'm gonna go adventuring. I'm gonna swap out my ninja for this guy who gives me an extra movement.
Okay, so you
Oh,
have
I
a
should have
total
1
of-
more heart. I'm sorry. I forgot that my Iron Crawler gave me 1 heart.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go to adventure.
Okay, so you
1,
have.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Start in Thorn. And go here, here, 3. Can I go 1,
You have.
3, 4? Yep. I'm gonna go there.
Yep.
And build a camp.
Okay.
You've got more trade routes than either of us.
I think I got. Are there any more of these?
There's only 2, so you have.
So yeah, I have both of them.
Yep, so
'Cause I
I'll
got
take a
this one up
camp.
here.
There's only 2 of each symbol.
I get a gem for uncovering that tent.
Nice. Oh, I get a gem too. Sorry.
No worries.
Thank you.
And I think that's it.
Okay. Steve.
I am gonna go to the saloon, and I'm gonna get a food and a reputation for visiting the saloon.
Nice.
Because that's my power that I forgot last time.
yeah.
You basically walk in, everyone's like, Norm!
Yay! Everybody knows
It's
my
like
name.
Battleground. Steve, what games do you bring?
Hey, all of them, all the things.
Someone play a game.
Somebody play with me. And I want to buy, or I want to hire this green guy for 0 because
Nice.
I have
You
a
have 2 already?
green guy and I have a thing that adventurers cost 1 fewer coin.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So I'll just take her.
How many do you have now? Green.
I have 2.
Just 2. Okay.
Yeah, I have just 2. But swap. Put her in my active party for now. And that's me.
Okay. I'm gonna go this way. So, 1 free move because of my
Yep.
thing that I've got. I have to pay 1 heart to get here.
Yep.
I have 1 heart left. I'm going to adventure.
All right.
Great.
Go for it. That's letter B. Number B.
All right.
exploration. I'm always wild. No.
You find the mystical fortress of the Glogos, an underground mountain surrounded by a deep trench. The sound of battle fills the cavern, and you find a swarm of stone-skinned Glogos at the gate in a desperate battle with a huge salamander glowing like a hot coal. "Release my son!" screams the salamander as he charges the ranks. For Combat 5, you can help the Glogos fight off the salamander. Or for Combat 7, you can help the salamander fight the Glogos.
Oh man. No, I'm gonna fight the salamander.
Okay.
I could probably do the more. I could probably fight the Glogos. I don't have anything against them though. I want to fight robots, not Glogos.
I mean, they were bad dudes. They were bad dudes way back when below was a thing.
It's up to you.
It's up to you, though. I mean,
You've got
I don't know what you got against
combat,
robots,
4 combat?
but Glogos are pretty bad news.
You've got 4 combat.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to roll a 3, 4, 5, or a 6. Effectively, I have 1 art, so I could get it on a 2 or higher.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Up to you.
The choices are yours, and yours alone. So now I've got Legends of the Hidden Temple on the brain.
No, I'm just gonna fight the salamander. I don't mind the Glogos. So it's
They took his
a
son.
5. Oh wait, I missed that part. They took the
"Release my
salamander.
son!" screams the salamander as he charges the ranks.
Oh man, my vengeance upon them then. Okay, now I have a reason to fight them. So I'm fighting the Glogos.
Not
7.
being
Alright,
robots
7.
wasn't enough.
7.
Maybe they're robot Glogos. You never know.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 is 7.
Alright.
So I just barely won.
You charge into the Glogo fortress until you find another smoldering salamander trapped beneath a great stone pot, a heat source for the Glogo smelter. You free the creature and escape. In thanks, the father serpent gives you a few of his gemstone teeth. Don't worry, they grow back quickly, he says. You get a yellow faction and a gem.
Yellow faction. Gem. Lovely. Alright, that was my move. Amanda.
Alright. I am going to continue adventuring. I am going to move 1 more to the little gem there and build a camp.
Okay.
3. Down to 2.
And it's a gem space.
Does it go this way or this way?
This way.
This way. Okay. There. And I get 1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
Yeah, 4 because this one counts as 1.
Oh, okay. 3, 4. Awesome.
Steve.
Yes.
Or Amanda, did you want to build something? You still have stuff in your hand?
I do, but I
Okay.
cannot build it yet.
I'm gonna buy a bird.
A thing I need.
So many birds.
So many birds.
Okay.
That's it.
I think I am going back to town.
Okay.
Welcome back. Well, I mean, I think you have to. You don't have any hearts.
Where would you like to go in town?
Well, I could keep going, right?
You
Without
can keep-
hearts, I could get here.
Yeah. Well,
But
you're
I'm
gonna
not-
have a hard time getting there because you have to.
I have to
face
fight a
threat.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then but no. I'm going to go to town. I'm going to go to the store and get 4 more things in my hand. If you'll pass me
Ooh.
4. Actually, wait, I get to choose.
Yep.
I'm going to get 1 mega thing and 3 small things.
It's 2.
Thank you.
And then
See
you
if I can
can
buy any of
discard
these.
any or all of them.
Oh, I don't have to keep them.
You do not have to keep them. This
Because
is
you
the
just
space.
drawn them,
This
you
is
get
the
to-
space that you get to choose which ones you keep. You do not have to keep all of them. So you can pick like the 1 or 2 or all of them that you think you can complete before the end of the game.
I'm going to discard this.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, the discard's over here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's like
That's it's the shuttle bracelet. You don't have to
Duel somebody
duel when you go to an occupied space.
Nice.
in town, yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
But I don't have a blue banner and don't see an easy way to get one. So, Amanda, your turn.
You can trade.
Yes, I know. But I have other stuff to
Wait,
trade
I'm gonna
for.
come back to town and farm.
Okay. So you're gonna get one food per skill.
So that's 1, 2, 3. So I get 3 food. Oh, 4. I have my thing. And I'm going to build an artifact.
Okay.
The talking statue.
Ooh.
For 2 gems and 2 food.
There you go.
And let's see. I have a thing. Oh, my fishing pole says I gain a food when I buy an artifact. So
There you go.
I get my food back.
It costs you 2 food though, right?
Yeah,
So you spend 1 and then
Yeah.
you keep the other one.
yeah, I get to keep one of them.
No worries. All right. I'm gonna leave. So I've set my party accordingly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Get a thing.
Take a treasure. Gain
We're all
1
treasured up
coin when
now.
I build a camp. I'm gonna skip.
You get past that without fighting it?
I can't get past that without fighting it. I really don't have the combat for that. But I do
a-
have the hearts for it.
It's a giant robot for
Alright,
10.
I'm going for it.
Robot
Ancient
fight.
robot.
So I
robot
have-
versus robot.
We're really just conversing in binary.
Next fight.
Yeah, it's not really a combat, it's more of a binary conversion.
Okay.
So I have 2, so I need to roll 8.
All right. Let's see you roll an 8 on a d6.
There's a
That's a
3,
3.
so there's 5, and then I'll spend 5 to go past it.
Okay. You defeat a robot.
I'll take that. And I
You get a
camp
gem.
on it.
Oh no, you already got your gem.
I already got my gem. And then I'm going to build there for 3, which will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gems, which I'm just going to take 1 because I'm going to use the rest to buy this thing.
Build a thing.
I'm going to build a thing. So for 4 and 4, and I do have 1 reputation, I'm going to get the Storm Sword.
Now you have more fight.
Now I have more fight in case I need to do more binary
good.
conversion. And I'm also going to build another
Got
thing.
1 tent left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to build another thing too. For 4, I'm going to build this guy, the Merchant Coat. Which when trading at Town Hall, I may trade twice.
Okay, my turn.
Correct.
I am going out into the world.
Welcome.
I start at 9, 8, 9. 1 movement, 2 movement,
Coin because I built the camp.
3 movement, build, 1, 2, 3. I get a bunch of gold. I get 6 gold.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
And I'm going to spend some gold. I'm going to spend 4 gold, so if you can change my 5 for a 1. Thank you. And I'm going to spend 2 gems and build a couple things. So I built a gnarled fiddle, gain 1 heart when you end your movement in another player's camp, and a tome of tales, gain 1 reputation when you build a camp on a gem space.
There you go.
Amanda.
All right. I'm going to go to general store. I'm going to draw some cards.
Okay.
Because I have some stuff, so I might as well see. I'm just going to get regular ones.
Okay.
That's 3, 4. What's my reputation?
3. Oh, I'm sorry. 6.
Three
Not even
victory
close.
points.
3 victory points.
Discard that. Steve's gonna end the game next turn, I suspect. So.
Quite probable.
I'm going to trigger the end of the game. So it's going to...
Do we each get like one more turn at that point?
It has to end with you.
Okay.
So if I trigger the end of the game, you're each going to get one more turn. It's highly likely I'm going to trigger the end of the game next turn. Because Andy's got a lot of points.
I think I'm gonna discard those and keep that and see how that works out for me.
Okay, so and do you want to buy any of those?
I am short like one thing
Okay.
for that. So
I'm going to return to town, and for 4, I'm going to place my last camp. This spot of the mine and get 1 coin and 1 gem. So that triggers the end of the game. So you
each
both
get
will
one
get
turn.
one more turn, and then that's it. Because I was first.
Yep.
So everybody needs an even number of turns.
great.
Okay.
Then he could attack me full force.
If I were to trade him one of these, what could I get for that?
What is it? It's a
A
yellow.
flag.
So you would
You
get
could get a red. You could get a blue, green.
you could get a red and food, a green and either a gem or a coin, or you can get
3.
three of gem coin combo.
That's what I thought, but
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay.
Sorry.
I have miscalculated. So, how do I dig myself out of this hole?
do you have a thing you can't build?
I think I am going to go here,
Yep.
and I'm going to sell 2 yellow banners for a bunch of gems.
Nope. So you can
Oh.
only sell one of those yellow
One
banners
yellow banner for 3 gems.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. 3 gems. Yeah, if I could have sold 2 banners for multiple things, I would have been able to build my thing.
Right.
I
I actually got mine. I can trade twice.
Oh, I can discard this.
Yep.
Discard that. And I'm going to spend all of this to raise my reputation. So
Do you have a coin? Did you have 3
I have
coins?
2 coins. It requires 3 coins. I have 2. And I have no red banner. So I could have bought a red banner or a coin, but not both.
Yeah, but not both. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend a whole bunch of stuff and raise my reputation up to the top.
Okay.
How much do I need?
You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Right?
Yep.
I bought my way to this massive reputation.
Yeah.
Here, gems for everyone.
Yeah. Everybody loves you
This means
now.
I'm gonna have to fight you in town hall. That's annoying.
Do it.
I'm gonna.
Do it. Are you gonna fight honorably or dirty?
Well, can I trade out my party while I'm in town? Is that a free action?
Yeah.
Because he gives me a sword, so. Goatman, go hang out. Buckle up.
Okay, we're off topic.
I think I'm going to. What do you have for fighting power?
I have 4 fight and 6 life.
So you can't spend hearts.
Oh, I
You
can't spend
no,
hearts, but
She
she can.
only she can spend hearts on this.
Yeah.
Because you basically can't stop her from doing her action is the way it works.
3. So I have 3 fight and 2 hearts to spend.
And he has 4 fight, and it doesn't matter how many hearts he has.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna fight him
honorably.
I'll fight him honorably.
Okay, so you both are going to roll. And then, so you got,
I got a 1.
Each got a 1.
so you have to, and a tie goes to you.
Tie goes
So you have
me.
to spend 1
You
heart.
have to spend one heart. Yep.
Yep.
I am defeated.
So you go.
He
chill
stays
out-
there, yeah,
you
he-
chill on the balcony out here.
Yep.
Oh, I don't go to jail?
You don't go to jail.
No.
Only she goes to jail
Okay.
for initiating the duel.
I
You were just
started the
defending your
fight,
honor.
And
Okay.
I won.
Well, you won.
So I'm going to trade in 1 yellow banner,
Yep.
almost, and get 3 coins.
Yeah, 3.
Yep. 3 coins.
Okay. So that gives me 3 coins, and then I'm going to build this thing. So I need 3 coins
Yep.
to build it, 2 gems,
Yep.
and 2 food,
Nicely done.
and that built my goods wagon. I gain 1 extra trade value when visiting town hall, which sure helps me now.
All right, time to count.
And
Oh, wait,
I
one
want
more
to
thing.
buy some reputation
Oh, sure.
while I'm at it. I have a coin and a.
It's going to be a null difference for you.
Okay.
Gain 1 victory point for spending a coin and a thing.
Does it?
Those are that.
I
That's
get
1
things
point.
towards. Okay.
For you, it made it. For you, that actually made a
Because
difference.
you were gonna be able to
Because
get
you were
all
going to
the
get
way
a
up
bunch
there.
of stuff, but for her, it's no.
If I had enough to get up to like.
You're going to get 1 point either way.
Yeah. So we'll leave it there.
Okay.
Okay. So, end of
Victory
game.
points.
So each camp a player is placed on the map, the mine or threat card is worth 1 journey point. So however many camps you played. So basically just count your empty spaces.
I'm going to get a calculator.
Yeah, me too. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 14. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. Alright, so now completed trade routes. So, Amanda, you completed this one, so you're going to get 9 points for that one.
Nice.
And then, was there another one completed?
I didn't.
You did half of it, but the other one didn't get
Yeah,
completed,
I
so it
never
doesn't
got
count.
that over there.
Yeah, so
I didn't
you
know
get
that's how it
9
worked.
points for that.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, so if somebody else had completed it, you would have gotten the half, which is the 3.
The 3. Oh, okay.
But I was trying to get it, but I ran out of hearts before I got there.
Now I know how trade routes work. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So you get that for trade routes.
So Amanda gets 9 more points.
Artifacts. You get the journey points from all the artifact cards you've built, and each artifact card in hand unpurchased is -1 penalty. So
And I would assume this has a little 5 next to it. Is that if you get all 3?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, we're getting to that
4,
momentarily.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 6, 3, plus 2, plus 4, plus 1. Okay.
Okay. So are you all set?
And bad
We haven't gotten to it yet, but
haven't
victory
gotten
points
to-
for the guys who
Yeah,
defeated.
threads
okay.
are that's next.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
So now any
threats
threat
defeated?
cards that you have, they have a journey point value in the upper left.
Yep.
So you add up all those.
Fine. Okay.
Okay. Any cards that would give you a bonus in journey points, whether they be treasure cards or artifact cards, if they give you a bonus at the end, now would be the time to add that. You may not have. I didn't
Nope.
see any of those throughout the game. All right. So coins, gems, faction tokens, and shield. So you get 1 journey point for every 2 coins or gems you own. So for every 2 is 1 point.
2, 3.
So I have one of
You have 1. So you have 1 point
1 point for that.
because they're interchangeable.
Gotcha.
So I have 3. And then your faction tokens are 1 point each for every unused.
1. Okay.
And then your chief, you have the chief, so you get an additional 5 points for that. And adventurers and food are worth no points. Reputation, where you are, so you're going to gain an extra 7, Andrew. You get an extra 3. and then any bonuses that you get on the player board. So the only two that are available are if you have all of your pack birds and all the treasure filled up, you get 5. And then if you have placed all your tents, you get a chip. So, and then that's it. So whoever has the highest points at this point is the winner. So I have 58.
I have 57.
I have 49.
Oh, only won by 1 point.
Good
Congratulations.
game. Good game. Oh, that was so much fun. I
Yeah.
can see why you're so enamored of
So
this game.
now for the folks viewing at home.
Yeah.
Now the way that so this is just kind of the introduce, like, let's learn to play mode.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of got like a lot of basics, but all of these standees have a card that's associated with them.
You want
so
to pass me
here's
your threats and I'll put
Yeah,
these back in
totally.
order?
So
Amanda, you didn't defeat any threats.
all of these guys have a card that's associated with them. And on this card, and this is kind of tough to see, but maybe I'll scan this for you so you can put a picture on it if you
Sure.
want to add it to this whole thing. But each guy, you can play either a campaign mode or a character mode, and they're interchangeable, so you can do either or. In the campaign mode, when you play the map, you would play it just the way that we played now, and the map has its own set, and you would go through the next 10 maps and go through the story that way.
Right.
As you complete quests, you get experience, or you get campaign points, which then equate to experience, and you can use that experience to buy talents, which give you different bonuses that you can do. For example,
awesome.
one of them is like you get an extra gem when you do something. So they're all kind of. Let me see if I can find one right off the bat.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's see. Yeah, so like the first one is bounty hunting. It costs 3 experience, and when you pass a threat symbol, you can roll against any one of the remaining cards in the threat deck instead of the topmost. So you can kind of search through the threat deck and roll against whichever one you want,
Nice.
and then that will do that. And those stay with your character card until the
That's
end
what
of the campaign.
There's like a dry erase card.
Yeah, so it's not a dry erase card. They're all paper. So,
Oh, okay.
but they give you 4 of them in the game, and then they also give you these like blank ones that you can kind of write your own.
Yeah, a little pad.
I actually picked up these hard sleeves, which are basically just magic card sleeves, and then they become dry erase. So
Good
I
idea.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
that way there I can have a whole set of them that I can just kind of do whatever I need, and then not mess up the game because I'm a purist.
No, I'm with you
I
there.
very much appreciate that.
So that's the campaign mode where you follow the story of the map. In the character mode, each character has their own set of quests in the book, and you're following your own character's quests. And as you go
Ah.
through, you like get what's the next quest for you.
That's super cool.
And then one of the other cool things in these campaign and character modes is one of the rewards for completing things may be like a letter and a number, so like a Q4, and that's a side quest. So the next time that you go adventuring, instead of taking the quest adventure that's on the board, you're going on your own side quest that's
That's awesome.
continuing the last quest that you did. So it's kind of cool in that way. And then the other part of that is some of the rewards are keywords they'll grant. And when you get a keyword, you add it to your character sheet, your character card. And later on, you may encounter a quest that instead of having a skill 5 or a skill 4, it
Yep.
may say, if you have keyword this is your result.
That's awesome.
So it really adds all that stuff. So, this, if you play it enough times, because I've now played this learn to play mode like three times, so like 2 or
So
3.
you pretty much know what
So
some of
I
the
knew what
adventures
I knew what a lot
are.
of the quests were that we were playing, but it doesn't spoil my enjoyment of the game in that instance.
Yeah.
But if you are purely looking to like see all the different kinds of quests, you can go through this 10 times and not see them all, and then go through it another 10 times and see a whole different set, and then you could theoretically go back through and see different ones and different adventures. So there's a lot of replayability. And then on top of that, they added this whole arcade deck, which is somewhere in the box here, which is the quest card Lite, or the quest book Lite. So the card flips over and it has that same, what do we want to do?
Yeah.
And it gives you those options. And they're just totally random. So they don't relate to each other, but they do have effects on you,
Right.
effects on the game.
So, as you know, you've played Above and Below, but
Yep.
Amanda hasn't. The quest book in Above and Below, you roll dice to encounter random quests.
Yep.
You're delving into the dungeon, you draw a Below card, and it has different adventures depending on what you roll.
Right.
And you turn to that page in the quest book. So every game of Above and Below is different in that regard.
Yes.
Whereas if you're playing the same map in this, you're going to hit the same adventures on the same letters
Yep.
every time. But you're saying the arcade mode, instead of reading from the book, you have a
just
deck
flip a
you draw
card.
from, and it's going to be different every
Exactly. And
That's
with
very much like Above
and then
and Below
depending
there.
on your player count too, as we were distributing the quest tokens, they're randomized. So you're not going to see every adventure on that map every time. Even
Yeah.
if you're at the maximum player count, I don't think it hits every single one. There's
Yeah.
still a couple that don't get hit. So there are still going to be unknowns, and depending on how quickly somebody places out their tents, you may not follow every adventure on the board. There's,
we never
there's
did
multiple ways-
Adventure O.
Yep, we never did
It
that
had
one
a
over
book
there.
over here. Yeah.
And we did a lot of the adventures because that was the way that we wanted to do it, and I
Yeah.
like them a lot. But a lot of people just kind of choose to do whatever they.
Go get guys.
Yeah, they're going to go get guys
build
because
tents.
really the only
build
thing that you have to
treasures.
do in the game is build all of your camps, and then the game is over. But you can extend the game.
And you only
by
get
going
2
on those
extra victory
adventures.
points for being the first person to spend all your tents.
Correct. But you also get. But if you're quick, then you're getting 1 point per tent that you're spending.
Yeah.
So then at the end of all of those quests, the winner is the person who has accumulated the most journey points throughout the campaign. So you're keeping track of that the whole way. So I haven't played through a whole campaign yet, so I can't say how it works as like a whole. But the campaign I have started has so far been quite fun.
That's cool.
Well, what a spectacular game. I'm
Yeah.
so glad we finally got to play it, and I understand why our chat voted so heavily
Yeah.
to have us play that game, because that was awesome.
I'm really glad you guys stuck around and waited for me to play this one, because this is one of my favorites right now.
I definitely I needed you to be on the feed for this. I felt it would have been unfair to get all excited about playing it and then not have you around to play it.
Absolutely.
Which is why we played King Domino last week, even though it came
had a
in
lot of
second
fun
in the
with it.
poll.
Domino was fun.
Is anybody still in the chat? Is Patrick still here?
No,
Is-
he had to leave.
Okay.
The chat, I think it's just Travis.
Okay. I was going to ask if anybody in chat had anything they wanted to see us play, so that I could put together a new poll.
Travis, and I think we have one other viewer. If there's anything you want to see, let us know.
Yeah. We'd love to do more streaming.
We just got Unearthed, which is the new Brotherwise game, and we just got the.
It's going to take some time to get through the instructions on that, I
Yeah,
think.
the instructions on that are a little ponderous. But we just got the expansion for the Harry Potter deck builder. as
Jen
well.
Jen just got that
Lots
last
of
night too.
monsters.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited
Monstrous
about
Book
that.
of Monsters.
It looks like another tiny little trunk. So it's a little trunk that can go on top of your larger trunk.
See, we never played all the rest of the years in the first Harry Potter
We're going
game.
to. I want to do like a full day stream.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
We're gonna get Sarah for that.
Yeah.
When is Extra Life coming up? That would be.
November 4th, I believe.
Yeah.
So if you don't
I
get
looked
to
it
it
up because I was
before
like, do I
then,
need to ask for the day off?
And I have plans for Extra Life. There are various things I want to be able to do.
It's daylight savings extra.
I know, it's another 25-hour marathon. Oh, man. We can do it. Here, this is another
I mean,
reminder.
we definitely can. It's
Oh,
just,
gracious, sorry.
yeah, daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I put it into my calendar because
Yeah.
I knew.
This is a box that needs a broken token box.
it has.
There
It
is
doesn't have
so
a
much
broken
stuff
token,
here.
but there is another purveyor of inserts. I think
there's
this
one more life
comes
counter.
from.
Yeah.
It's either insert here or it's insert here. Inserthere.me. They have an insert for this one that's made of like the same kind of foam core that like the battle boxes are made of, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, that's the when I end up bedazzling that, this is on the list. Scoville is the other one on my. Actually, that would be a good one for you guys to do. Scoville. Have you ever played that one?
To play Scoville. I have not played it, but I have heard excellent things.
That's another good one that I enjoy.
Scoville is on my list.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people extolling the virtues of Tesla versus Edison yesterday on the stream or on the podcast.
Yeah, so we went up to Saugus last night.
Oh, I really like the Saga store.
The Saga store is really awesome. It has a really good crew. The Thursday night crew is really nice.
Yeah, if you're into board games and you're local to the Saugus area,
even if
or
you're
can
not
get up there.
super local, like Andy and I leave the Quincy area, the like south of Boston area. We leave around. You got home around like 6:45. Yesterday, and we left. We got there by maybe 7:15. We got there in maybe.
It was a quick drive if you dodge the traffic.
After 6:30, you miss the rush hour. The rush hour is just ending there. You hit a couple of little snags, like getting on the highway in Quincy was annoying, but other than that, it's really not bad. And it's not a hard trip. You get onto Route 1. The only trick is getting onto Route 1 on that left-hand exit off of 93.
Yeah.
But once you're on Route 1, it's a straight shot.
Oh yeah,
Super
the split.
easy. And that's right on Route 1. Like, Route 1 is one of those annoying roads that it's a highway, but it has stuff directly off of it. Like, there's driveways everywhere, so you're having to, like, leave a parking lot directly onto a highway, which is kind of annoying. I don't love it. But it also means that you're not getting off the highway and then having to, like, drive twists and turns and back roads to find wherever the store is. It's right there. And it's really easy. There are a couple of places to grab food right nearby. If you like cars, Thursday nights there's car shows.
So Steve, one more question about the game.
Okay.
The back side of the town board.
Yes.
Some people like cars.
The back side of the town board. So this is the more advanced. So they call this the advanced version. I actually just flipped to this quickly because it doesn't add that much more. So what
it's
it does
got the
is
same town hall.
The town hall is the same. The saloon is the same. When you go to the stables, it adds the turtle. So for a gem, you can buy a turtle, which has the same capabilities of the packed bird, except it can also skip over. You can also go over a space without a camp without spending a heart per turtle that you have. And then in the Mystic's Hut, you can draw 3 treasures and keep 1. So you get a little bit of variety there. In the mine, it adds in reputation spaces where you can gain reputation.
Oh, you gain reputation, or it requires reputation?
You gain reputation.
Oh, nice.
You're gaining a reputation there. The reputation track now has penalties for negative reputation, where in the other side it does not have negative points.
See, I probably wouldn't have drafted some of the cards that I drafted in the beginning because they had negative reputation.
Yep.
If I had really realized that victory points, you gain them for higher reputation, because there's a couple of the 2 cards that I discarded had negative reputation as a requirement. And you could do it early.
Yeah, you can do it early because one time, I have played this one time where I went negative enough. I started fighting dirty really early. Like, I did all the things I needed to do to fight dirty, and then I got a lot of negative reputation, and then I just started doing things like collecting gems and coins to be able to gain more reputation. So there is ways to mitigate that, because the game can go, we played for about 90 minutes, a little bit more. And then the last thing that it adds is when you're in jail, you get a food. So
they feed you in jail.
They feed you in jail. So there is some benefit to go to jail. You can just get straight food in jail, and that's all that's added here. But it doesn't really, I have found that this doesn't slow down anything too much. If anything, it actually makes the game go faster because you're
being able to choose in the Mystic's Hut seems really nice.
That's really nice and pretty strong there.
And being able to get the turtles sounds nice too.
The turtles are good if you're trying to skip over threats. No, if you're trying to go further without without
actually
having a
found
lot of parts.
I should have been facing threats.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really thinking about it, and I didn't have fighting
Yeah, I was
power
trying to
early
build
on.
a combat-oriented character. Like, I ended up with 3 combat cards in my hand at the start of the game after the draft.
Yeah.
So I was like,
So you were
okay, I'm
trying
gonna
to-
fight things.
I didn't have a whole lot of combat ability right from the get-go, and so I was like, oh, I gotta skip threats, and then I had a way to skip threats, and I was like, I'm just gonna skip over. And then I realized, well, Steve's fighting all these guys, and he's gaining these cards and spending his tens.
Yeah,
Much
it
faster.
brings the end of the
and
game
now,
on.
you know, the guys are much harder to fight. I should have been
Right.
fighting the early ones when it was easier. to
Exactly.
build them.
Yeah.
Because early, especially like the first couple, you can pretty much just risk
just
it on a
snap
die
them.
roll,
Yeah.
and then get them that way, which is kind of interesting.
I think
But
I did not understand about the trade routes, that you needed both of them in order to get victory points for
See,
it.
I figured that was the case, so that's why I went venturing that way after
Yeah.
okay,
I'd gotten this one.
I thought I explained that, but I guess
I might have
didn't
missed it
explain
because I was, I don't know, spacing
worries.
out or thinking about something else when you described it.
But yeah, no,
You
it,
did miss that part of the story where the salamander's son.
That's true. I totally
well,
missed
because you were
that.
so focused on killing robots. You know, I don't know what your deal was there. Robots are our friends. All right.
Well,
All humans.
gonna have to play more of this, and I have to play more Above and Below. This makes me want to play Above and Below all the more.
So I
Add the extra characters to Above and Below.
plug this guy's this guy's catalog all the time.
It's real good.
Because I have a lot of his games, probably more than I'm willing to admit. But I
Derek
have
had nice things to say about Islebound.
I have Islebound
City
too.
of Iron in my car. I have read the instructions and never played it.
Do you have the second edition or the first edition?
I believe it's the second edition, but
I
I'm
have-
not 100% on that.
I have the first edition, and I haven't gotten to play it yet. But it is one that, you know, I have the first edition of City of Iron, and I have the first edition of Empires of the Void, which is a 4X game by them, which is. I mean, they're all just really good, and the art in it is all. They're really pretty games
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I do love this art.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Well, that was
was
terrific
super
fun.
Yeah.
I will put together a poll and
Yeah.
post it in the Discord and on our Facebook page. So if you follow Battleground on Facebook, or if you are in our Discord, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, check out the link. It's right down there. Click on it and you can join the Discord. And it's a great way to get in touch with us. It's also got looking for group channels so that you can hook up with other people who are looking to play games. It's a great way to keep in touch with Battleground and learn about video games and stuff. I know Patrick, one of our viewers, posts new board game reviews or, you know, quick blurbs about the board games he's playing on an every other day basis almost in the Discord. It's awesome. So check that out. And
We are doing a bonus stream on
That's
Monday
right.
night. If you're a magic-oriented type person,
We have-
are going to be playing the new Commander decks. We're going to be playing a 4-player game of Commander.
yes, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to playing some Commander. So thank you so much for joining us, chat. Thank you so much for joining us, Steve.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we will see you guys on Monday. Have a pleasant evening.
Bye bye.